The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall, principal of this little dread schoolhouse, where our curriculum consists of lessons in mystery, suspense, and the macabre. We say they were giants, those founding fathers of ours. And indeed they were. Giants of intellect, morality, and ability. But they were also human giants, bedeviled by human problems, tormented by heedless children, persecuted by jealous enemies, embarrassed by foolish friends, and even haunted by ghosts. Our mystery drama, Ghost Powder, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Marion Seldes and Michael Wager. If you were to say to John Adams, "You can't tell the players without a scorecard," naturally, this great American wouldn't know what you mean. But if somehow you could explain it, he would fix you with that level, steadfast look of his and say that you couldn't tell the players even with a scorecard. Here was John Adams in 1784, getting more flack from our recent French ally than from our former English enemy. Here he was, ambassador to Paris from the United States, and nobody really quite knew just what the United States was, or were. His colleagues, Franklin and Jefferson, were great men, as we all know, but very difficult to live with. His wife, Abigail, insisted that she couldn't run the embassy properly on his meager salary, and when he asked the Congress for more money, their answer was to cut his wages. In addition, their rented chateau, a place called Auteuil, was haunted by a ghost.
But Henri swears he heard him.
Which one is Henri, Abigail?
Henri is the one who cleans the floors.
When did anyone ever clean the floors in this place?
When Henri does the best he can.
It isn't good enough.
Now, dear, about the ghost.
There is no such thing as a ghost.
Let us discuss this rationally.
How can you possibly discuss a thing like a ghost? Rationally, it's a contradiction in terms.
John, you simply cannot close your mind.
Are you telling me you actually believe
I am
that...
telling you what Henri said.
I see. An illiterate French peasant has suddenly become a respected authority on the supernatural.
Well, why don't you talk to him?
How can I speak to him? I don't speak his language.
Ah, but he speaks yours.
I noticed that.
You noticed what?
The aha, he speaks yours. The ah of reproach. See how this humble, uneducated man takes the trouble to learn your language while you will not bother to learn his.
That isn't what I meant to say. But now that I hear it stated, I must say I agree with it.
I am far too busy to study this exercise in nasality.
But, darling, you are the ambassador.
Not exactly. I am the minister plenipotentiary. And Mr. Benjamin Franklin is the ambassador.
Well, actually, Mr. Franklin is the ambassador emeritus.
I wish Mr. Franklin would go home to Philadelphia, where I understand he is worshipped.
Mr. Franklin is coming to dinner.
Oh, no.
Why are you so stuffy this afternoon, John? It's so unlike you.
I've been away from Boston too long.
Now, about Henri and his ghost.
I don't wish to talk about Henri and his ghost. What is there that I can say to this superstitious servant who...
Why don't you listen to him first?
Oui, Monsieur Adams, I have heard him.
How do you know it's a him?
It's a voice of a him.
And what does he say?
He says nothing.
Well, this is a fuss over nothing.
John.
Well, how can he hear him if he says nothing?
He says something, but I do not understand him.
Does he speak French?
Français, no.
Does he speak English?
Anglais, no.
Then what does he speak?
He speaks ghost.
Ghost.
Yes, ghost language.
Oh, there's a ghost language.
Oh, yes, Monsieur Adams.
But what is this ghost language? And where do you hear this alleged language?
Oh, I hear him all over.
But where? Particularly?
In the library, in the bedrooms, and all over.
How can I get rid of a ghost?
You must call in a witch.
A witch?
Yes, the witch comes in and says a charm, and the ghost runs away.
Why?
Because the ghost is frightened.
Oh, now look, my good man. There is no such thing as a ghost, and I think you had better get back to work.
My uncle, he says the same thing. And one morning he is found throat cut.
If you spent more time getting the place clean as you are paid to do, instead of weaving these impossible fables about ghosts...
Henri, the master will give this matter his full consideration, and we shall rid the house of the ghost.
Thank you, madame.
And you may finish cleaning the floors.
I go, madame.
Now, Abigail, I do not relish being called the master as if I were some feudal aristocrat.
Ah, but your dear friend Tom Jefferson is a feudal aristocrat back home, and he is called master by hundreds of slaves.
We are not discussing Tom Jefferson. We are discussing a matter of gross superstition. Why must I indulge him in this superstitious nonsense?
To make my life easier.
What does this have to do with you?
One day, my dear, there will be another revolution. A revolution of the women.
What on earth do women have to revolt about?
It will come in a faraway future. I shall not live to see it.
My dear, I do wish you would stay to the subject. Although you change it so many times, I confess I am at a loss to know where exactly we are.
Call in a witch and have this demon, this ghost...
This figment of Henri's imagination.
Well, this whatever it is, properly exorcised from the premises.
My dear... It does the lower element no good to reinforce their superstitions.
Perhaps not, but it will do me good. Henri's story has infected the entire staff. I want you to go along with this mumbo-jumbo before they all run away.
Oh, let them. We can hire others.
No one will want to work here. Oh, please, John.
Hire a witch. To realize what would happen if word of this reached home, I'd be the laughing stock of the country.
The thing can be done for a single silver franc.
And Jefferson, what will Jefferson say?
I will tell Henri to find a witch and have her here tomorrow.
I forbid it.
John, I cannot maintain this house without servants. I can't entertain at official dinners, and I insist...
I will not reinforce the dark ignorance of the human race.
John, please.
I have nothing more to say.
This is a matter of housekeeping. It doesn't concern you.
Whatever lessens the dignity and the sanity of the human race concerns me.
You're not making a speech before the Congress. Oh, I'm sorry, John. I just realized how I sound.
Well... I realize how I must have sounded.
Good. Let's compromise. And call in a witch.
No, I cannot permit it.
Do you understand? I can no longer be mistress of this embassy.
Yes, I realize that, and therefore I shall resign the post.
John, this
is an impasse, my dear. Each of us is standing on a principle.
But you can choose to resign.
But I cannot choose to be party to the dark barbarism of the Middle Ages. I cannot sanction witchcraft. Well, the truth of the matter is the French do not wish for us to sign a treaty with England.
John, come to bed.
And neither Franklin nor Jefferson can see it.
We've had enough politics for one night.
They flatter Franklin to death.
Can't we talk about it in the morning?
Of course, Jefferson is so grateful to France.
John, I'm very sleepy.
Tom understand that we did more for France than France did for us?
One day, everyone will understand it, but tonight,
France and England are mortal enemies. Our independence is a body blow to England.
Why do you and Franklin and Jefferson argue so ceaselessly? Each of you has already stated his position.
I intend to go back to Boston.
Yes, dear.
Retire from political life.
Of course.
Tend to the farm.
That would be nice.
Practice a little law.
Certainly.
You don't believe what I'm saying.
Not a word of it. Yes?
Madame?
What is it, Pauline?
Madame, I am frightened.
Of what? The ghost.
Which ghost?
Oh, I would assume it's the same one.
Oh, now somebody has to put his foot down.
John.
Young woman,
Monsieur?
there is no such thing as a ghost.
Oh, monsieur, one does not make the joke about the ghost.
It is silly, nonsensical superstition, and I have had quite enough. Now, as master of this house, I order you to get to your bed and have yourself a full night's sleep in order that you may be fit for your duties in the morning. Is that understood?
But, monsieur...
That will be all. Good night. Not another word. You may leave.
You have just transformed a problem into a disaster.
You told me these people were peasants, and so I thought I would speak like a master.
They can't accept you as a master.
They can't? Why not?
Well, it has to do with the customs of the country.
I am becoming rather satiated with the customs of this country.
You do not behave like the master of a chateau.
Well, how does a master...
Well, a true gentleman of the blood would have, in addition to his wife, a mistress.
I'm not old enough. Perhaps when I reach Mr. Franklin's age.
Oh, John, tomorrow morning, please, hire a witch. Wake up!
Why? It can't be morning.
John, listen.
To what?
What is that?
That? It's your imagination.
You don't hear it?
Yeah. Well, yes, I think so.
Well, is it your imagination, too?
No.
What is it?
It's
That's a ghost.
Now, Abigail.
I know there's no such thing as a ghost, but what do you call that?
Well,
John, I remember my grandfather and my aunt. They'd tell us children's stories about... John, I'm frightened.
Oh, dear Abigail, it's impossible.
Big, gloomy, frightening house. Who knows what crimes may have been committed here?
Abigail, there is no such thing as a ghost.
Then why is your hand shaking?
In broad daylight, in safe, secure, and familiar surroundings, there is never such a thing as a ghost. But in the dead of the night, in a strange country, in a large, gloomy house, one can never really be sure. We have never had, in this country, a more down-to-earth, sensible pair than John and Abigail Adams. But they've never had occasion to spend a night like this one, either. I shall return very shortly with Act 2. It isn't easy to be a man of intelligence and integrity, to speak one's mind and stand on principle at a time when men are valued for their flexibility. Nor is it easy to be a woman of wisdom and candor at a time when women were valued purely for decorative and pleasurable purposes. And so we have described John and Abigail Adams. And these two intelligent and rational people are now having what can be described as a crisis of confidence. Each would insist there is no such thing as a ghost. And yet...
What's that? Oh, John, it's a ghost.
But, Abigail, there is no such thing
I know, but just tell me what that is.
I am going to find out.
Let me come with you.
No, you stay in bed.
No.
I'll settle this thing once and for all.
John, do we have a pistol?
Now, when did we ever have a pistol in this house?
But you have to have something to...
Well, if it's a robber, this fireplace poker.
But suppose the place is being robbed. What is there that we really care about? Besides, that can't be a thief. Thieves would be quiet. What's that?
I'll go see.
John! Just lie quietly, my dear. You have a rather large bump on your head.
What happened?
I don't know. I found you lying on the floor in the hallway. The servants helped me to put you to bed.
The servants?
Especially Henri. Everyone's anxious to know what Monsieur Adams thinks of ghosts now.
I remember. I heard that noise and then somebody screamed.
That was Pauline. She heard the ghost, and she was frightened.
I ran into the hallway. Something hit me on the head.
Who?
It didn't have to be a who. It could have been Well, I could have run into that low ceiling beam near the stairwell.
Something was making that noise. Oh, John, may we have Henri call in a witch?
Abby,
Dear, what harm can it do? If there's no such thing as a ghost, then all we've lost is a single silver franc. But if there is such a thing...
Now, Abigail...
Please, John, it's the only way that I'll be able to keep the servants.
All right. But no one must know.
I'll be silent. Silent as the grave.
That is hardly a fortunate figure of speech.
John, dear, this is Madame Pinipessa.
Monsieur.
How do you do? And, you are purported to be a witch?
Purported? What does monsieur mean, purported? I am a witch.
Well, I mean...
Monsieur is a politician. I am a witch. Whose profession is older and more honorable.
Well, what can you do for us, Madame Pinipesse?
The noise you hear is the Duc d'Ormont.
How do you know?
He was strangled in this chateau.
Why?
It was 200 years ago. He was the Queen's lover. She came to visit him here. They were betrayed. These things happen.
But if he's dead...
What can I say, monsieur? We are told that those who are killed for love never really die.
Ah, so he wanders about the chateau, does he?
Yes, monsieur. Wandering and wailing for his lost love.
And how do you propose to dispose of him?
That, monsieur, is my own secret. There are tricks to every trade. I do not ask how you employ yours. Accord me this similar courtesy.
Ah, Count de Vergennes.
Madame said to wait for you here, Monsieur Adams.
Welcome, Your Excellency. To what do I owe the honor of this visit?
Monsieur, I think we might discuss your rental of several French frigates of war.
Your Excellency, we have no need of...
But you have no navy to speak of at present. And the Algerine pirates?
Oh, yes, we do have trouble with the pirates on the Barbary coast.
And since the building of a battle fleet is, of course, prohibitively expensive...
We are aware of the problems involved.
It will be difficult to raise funds through taxation. Your countrymen cannot seem to agree on the necessity to tax Virginia planters and Pennsylvania farmers in order to protect the interests of New England merchants.
Sir, this is our internal affair.
Naturally, Mr.
Besides, we have other sources of revenue.
Have you? I am given to understand that the Prussian loan is encountering difficulty.
Do you, sir?
It is common knowledge. Well, I must be going. Good day, monsieur. Such lovely weather.
Yes. Thank you.
John, Tom Jefferson is in the library.
Good, we have business.
But you and I and Nabby and Colonel Smith were to go riding this afternoon. John, he wants to marry her.
It's time Mr. Tom Jefferson and I reached a meeting of the minds.
John, I said Colonel Smith wants to marry your daughter.
Later.
No, they don't want to wait.
Do you know what Tom Jefferson is doing? He is selling us out to France.
John, it's impossible.
You're defending. You're actually defending Tom Jefferson.
I disagree completely with his manners, his morals, his philosophy. But I like him, and I believe he's sincere.
Abigail, he has become a creature of the French, and I can prove it.
Well, John, why did you want to see me?
Tom, We must have this out.
What?
Well, George Washington won't live forever. Hamilton, too unpopular, personally. Hancock, Jay, Pinckney, nobody really thinks they have enough.
Enough of what?
Burr's, they're too slippery.
What is all this, John?
This is the talk that's going on at home. This is how people are thinking and speculating. It's going to come down to a fight between you and me.
What kind of a fight?
Power. Who is going finally to rule our country?
I never thought much about it one way or the other. You want the truth, John. I think you're more qualified. You do a better job of it.
Maybe you think that, but your friends, your Federalist friends, won't let you think that way forever. They'll egg you on for their own purposes.
Don't you have the same kind of friends that I do, John?
Yes, and all with axes to grind. And I shall be the victim of my friends, too. And it has to be this way, Tom.
Why?
You and I. We are on opposite sides of every question. One of us has to prevail.
Maybe not. Maybe the people will split the differences between us.
Maybe they will. But still, we have to fight it out.
We can fight as friends, John.
No. You have already betrayed me and the country.
Be careful what you're saying, John.
Oh, stop talking like a Southern aristocrat. What do you propose to do? Challenge me?
How dare you accuse me of betrayal?
You and I were sitting in this room night before last. We spoke to the progress of the Prussian negotiations.
Yes?
I had confidential information that things were going badly. You and I were the only ones in the city of Paris who knew it, or so I thought. This morning, the Count de Vergennes tried to use that fact to strengthen France's bargaining position.
Well, what does that have to do with me?
Well, if you didn't tell him, who did?
Ben Franklin was also in the room.
When I read the dispatches from Prussia, Ben Franklin had fallen asleep.
Oh, what makes you think I told Vergennes?
Your friendship for France is notorious.
I am grateful to France for helping us overthrow the British yoke.
Would you have us exchange the British yoke for one made in Paris?
I am here to represent the interests of my country.
You were the only one who could have told Vergennes.
But I didn't do it. On my word of honor. What am I saying? Why am I trying to insist on something that should be beyond question? My integrity. How dare...
Tom.
We worked on the Declaration of Independence together. How can you even accuse me?
Tom, I'm sorry. I don't know what to think. Someone is betraying our secrets.
Does anyone else know?
No one.
Are you sure? Can you swear that not one other single solitary soul?
Yes, I can swear. Well,
what?
Abigail knows.
Abigail?
Well, I have no secrets from Abigail.
But these are matters of government secrets.
I know, but Abby is my counselor.
Abby is only a woman.
Only a woman. Yes, but I share everything with her.
Is it possible? No, I can't say it. Abby could never.
Can you forgive me, Tom?
Well, I'll have to. I'm sure I'll be forced to say certain things in the future for which you'll have to forgive me. But how could Vergennes have found out?
I don't know. Unless the walls have ears.
Now, that's impossible, John.
Who can say, Tom, after all? These are French walls.
John.
Oh, did I wake you, my dear?
You know I always wait up for you. How was your day?
Well, Tom Jefferson and I will somehow manage to live as friendly rivals. The British are impossible. French are unreasonable. They are unmovable. The Prussians are inscrutable. How was your day?
Well, we got through it somehow.
Has our sorceress managed to exorcise the ghost?
So far, the staff seems quiet.
Who could have told Vergennes?
Perhaps the courier.
Oh, no. I would stake my life on his loyalty.
Well, it's a problem we should sleep on. After all, sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
I agree.
Listen.
I thought our witch took care of all of that.
That's Madame Pinapis.
Madam, Pinipes.
Someone struck her down.
Have the servants fetch water and bandages.
You won't get any servant to come into this room. I'll go myself.
Help me. Help me.
Now, just try to be quiet, madam.
It's true. It's true.
What is true?
There is... I never believed, but there is such a thing as a ghost. I saw him.
You saw whom?
The ghost. The ghost.
Madam Pinipes, speak to me. Speak. Say something, Madam.
That's twice the ghost or whatever has struck. But this blow appears to be fatal. Is it a ghost? Well, we have the word of perhaps a foremost authority, a witch. Who would know more about the subject? You'll get to know a great deal more when I return in just a few moments with Act 3. Once again, what is so clear in the bright daylight becomes shadowy and blurred in the dim rays of the moon. Madame Pinipes, a sorceress who has been employed by the Adamses to exorcise a ghost, obviously has been exorcised herself. And this is no time to ask John and Abigail if they really do believe in ghosts.
She's dead, John?
Yes.
But how? How did she die?
Well, she...
I saw her lying on the floor. I assumed she'd been struck down, but...
I know. There isn't a single mark of violence.
Then how did she die? Something must have... Now, we heard her scream. We both heard her. And what was she muttering when we came in here?
The ghost.
Yes, and something else.
There is such a thing as a ghost. That's what she said.
So you see, she never really believed it in herself. To her, it was just a way of making money. But then at the very end, she saw a ghost, and it killed her. How?
Well, she may have died of fright. Look at the absolutely terrified expression on her face. Have you ever seen such horror on a human countenance?
I see it. But I don't believe it killed her.
Why not?
Because she didn't really believe in ghosts. She wasn't an ignorant, superstitious person.
Neither are you, neither am I, but we've been having our doubts lately.
And what is this? This thing clutched in her hand?
Well, a piece of cloth. It must be a ghostly vestment, part of the shroud worn by the unfortunate late Duc d'Ormont.
No, not this. Look, it's muslin cloth.
Well, ghosts do wear shrouds of muslin, don't they?
John, this cloth is fresh. New. That proves that she was attacked, and she tried to fight.
We had better call the authorities.
And for what purpose had you employed this woman?
We were having trouble with a ghost, Monsieur Commissioner.
Make a note of that, Sergeant. The house is haunted, then?
It would appear to be.
If the ghost killed her...
If the ghost killed her... Oh, surely, Monsieur, you cannot believe in ghosts.
Monsieur Adams, I have an open mind on the subject.
But such a thing, it's not...
It's not what? Possible? Yet, you and Madame say you heard the thing yourselves.
Well, we may have heard the wind whistling through the chimney. Surely, Monsieur Commissioner, you, a man like yourself, you cannot believe in ghosts.
Monsieur, as a police officer, I must adhere to the facts. And these are the only facts we have.
Well, then...
At present.
What do you propose to do?
Nothing.
But a woman has been murdered.
Well, the physician who examined her could find no mark or sign of violence.
But something must be done.
I ask you, monsieur, what? If the deed was committed by a ghost, how do we proceed against him? But, monsieur, there is a more convenient explanation.
Convenient.
Well, perhaps satisfactory. The woman was over 80. It is entirely possible she died of old age. Yes, that would satisfy everyone. Sergeant, write that she died of old age. The most respectable killer of all.
Why do you insist on walking outdoors in this dreadful weather?
Because, my dear, we must have a talk. A confidential talk.
Lorraine!
There is a ghost.
Oh, no, Abigail, not you.
And I can prove it.
How? Oh, please explain it before we catch our death.
John, I want you to make up the most far-fetched story you can think of.
Why?
About politics. And tell it to me in the library.
But I don't understand.
The more impossible, the better.
But why?
John, I'm afraid if I tell you, you won't do it.
But you'll have to tell me eventually.
I won't have to tell you.
Then how will I ever know?
Oh, you'll find out. Now, please, let's go back to the library, and you must tell me the story with a straight face, in the utmost confidence. It must be a very serious matter. You must play your part to perfection.
My dear, I'm not an actor.
No, but you're something even better. You are a lawyer.
Abigail, this is incredible.
Really?
Yes, this message I have just received from St. Petersburg.
Really, my dear?
Yes, from Count Ramyuntsev, a confidential minister to the court.
But what have we to do with the Russians?
Well, the Count believes our two countries have a great deal in common.
I can't imagine what.
Well, you know, the Russians are established on the western end of our continent. We may one day become very close neighbors. We share a common border.
I hadn't thought of that.
France, as you know, holds extensive territories to the south, and they fear she will try to expand.
Oh?
Yes, and the Russians would rather have us for a neighbor than the French.
Well, that makes considerable common sense.
And so they are willing to lend us money to aid in our expansion, provided...
Yes, provided?
Provided we break off all relations with the French.
Oh, I see.
A Russian alliance. What an interesting possibility. Tom, you're early. Dinner isn't for an hour yet.
You needn't expect me to dine in this house.
Tom, now, what is it?
You accused me of selling out to France. And all the time you were scheming to betray us to Russia.
Me?
You needn't look so innocent. I've been told that you're in correspondence with the court at St. Petersburg.
For what purpose?
How can you ally us to the most tyrannical ruler in Europe?
Who told you I was in correspondence with the Russians?
A confidential source.
The Count de Vergennes.
How did you know?
I shall explain it at dinner.
And you say this ghost or whatever overhears our conversation and reports it to de Vergennes.
Listen. That is our ghost.
That sound? Where's it coming from?
The library. And, well, there he goes now.
Where?
Well, obviously, he's leaving the house.
Well, let us settle this thing, John.
No, let me go first.
Oh, no.
Oh, no danger. I shall have two stout gentlemen to protect me. Now, let me open the door. Hand me the candelabra. Now, look.
Where?
Just to the right of the fireplace. Do you see? On the floor.
Footprints?
Yes.
Those are footprints. Outlined in white powder.
Yes, a lady's face powder. Cornstarch powder. I sprinkled some on the floor.
Someone seems to have walked out of the wall.
That wall, it must have a false entrance, a hidden panel. We should have no trouble finding it. Now that we know what to look for, there must be a hidden release. Here, tap against every part of the wall. That's it. Keep tapping all over.
Listen.
We found it.
Oh, look. Look, the center panel is opening.
Listen. The ghost noise.
Can't be a ghost inside. Or can there?
It's a long passageway. Feel the breeze.
That's what it is, John, the breeze. The breeze whistling through the passageway when the panel is open. That's what makes the noise.
Are you sure, Tom?
Pull this panel closed. See? The air is no longer rushing along the passage.
Then the noise is created when the ghost...
Or whoever...
enters and leaves.
And that's why Madame Pinipesa was frightened to death. She encountered him.
It is the Duc d'Ormond wandering about his ancestral home. Or is it a spy who reports all our conversations to the Duc de Vergennes? Tom, shall you help me find out?
Gladly. But how?
The ghost is on his way, obviously, to report to the Count that you and I have had a serious difference of opinion. Let us retire to the dining room and finish our dinner. Give him an opportunity to return tomorrow for his regular evening spy work.
It is no secret.
What is no secret, Count Vergennes?
That your country's existence is threatened by factional strife.
Factional strife may be a sign of vigorous national health.
Oh, my dear Adams. Now, suppose France supports your side.
My side?
Suppose we give you money, even troops, in the event of civil war.
Assuming all you say is true, why support me?
We would support a solid, conservative person such as yourself. Do I make myself clear?
I must say, sir, you seem to have a most incisive grasp of the situation.
We have excellent sources of information.
So I see.
A word to the wise. Consider it.
Indeed, sir. I shall. I fear, Mr. Jefferson, that further discussion between us is pointless.
I shall write to the Congress. They must choose between you and me.
I shall write in the same manner. I have no intention of listening to further lies and slander on your part.
And I have no intention of remaining a moment longer under this roof.
Allow me to show you the door, sir. Well, if our ghost was there, we gave him an earful.
If he was there.
Did you gentlemen stage your quarrel?
Abigail, you shouldn't be here.
Why not?
But it might be dangerous.
But it was all my idea.
You know, Abigail, sometimes it's difficult for me to believe you're a woman.
I accept that as the sincerest compliment you're capable of, Tom.
It was so intended.
Listen.
Yes.
Our ghost bestirs himself.
Right.
The panel has just opened. That's the wind, I hope.
And now the panel has closed. He must be headed for the doorway to the library.
But if he is, I'm ready for him.
Now! Hold him! Hold him!
I've got him!
Abigail, get a light. A light, fetch a light.
Yes!
Here. Look!
What?
It's the police commissioner.
Madame, at your service.
What?
What am I doing here? Yes, you well may ask.
And we are asking.
You see, I am conducting an official investigation.
Indeed, sir.
Yes. There have been allegations of a ghostly presence on these premises. And so, since ghosts are...
Yes? Ghosts are what?
Ghosts are illegal.
You could have told us you were on the premises.
No, sir, but it was a confidential investigation.
I understand.
Have you found the ghost?
No, Abigail, nor do I think the commissioner ever will. Will you agree with me, Commissioner, that the ghost would seem to have left these premises for good?
Yes, monsieur. It would seem that way.
And we'll mention it to no one. Not even to Monsieur le Comte de Vergennes.
Oh, that would be appreciated, madame.
Besides, the library appears to be too drafty a place in which to discuss various matters in the future.
I understand, monsieur.
So I don't think that the ghost will be entertained by the conversation of Mr. Adams and his friends anymore.
I understand. Monsieur, madame, good night.
Good night.
Well, that's the end of our ghost. I think.
That noise.
The panel must still be open. Let's close it. It's the wind roaring through the passageway.
John, look. The panel. It's closed. It's not the wind. It's...
Now, Abigail, I am sure there must be a reasonable explanation.
I'm sure there was, but John and Abigail Adams never found it. Within a few months, they received orders from the Congress, which transferred them to England, where John Adams became the first American ambassador to the court of St. James. And if you think he had problems in Paris, when he arrived in London, but that's another story. I'll be back with a sidelight on this one in just a moment. There's something almost, well, I can't say supernatural about Adams and Jefferson. Natural enemies, they were warm friends. They outlived all the other heroes of the Revolution. They became the grand old men of the new country of the United States of America. And America became a fusion of their opposing ideas. And if you really want something to think about, they both died on the exact same day, the 4th of July of 1826, on the 50th anniversary of the Republic. Our cast included Michael Wager, Marion Seldes, Court Benson, Bryna Rayburn, and Guy Sorrell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. If ever there was a time when witches might ride, or confound the pure, or work their fateful wickedness... this is it. The time of Halloween. The last gasp for the damned and the wicked to wreak their horrors before the midnight beyond which dawns All Hallows Day, All Saints' Day, the celebration of all that is good. But until that lovely dawning, everything evil moves, building their revels higher and higher till the powers of darkness are dispersed by the light of the world. Our mystery drama, The Unborn was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Mercedes McCambridge. There are cities in the world, for all their good points, where the boiling pot of evil is the most libertine and unprincipled in the world. Many of those who vie for the title might be Macau, Casablanca, Sodom, and Gomorrah in ancient times, and in this century, Hamburg, Germany. In the early 30s, before Hitler's rise to power, it could well lay claim to being the most licentious city in Europe. It is there that our story begins.
You are sad tonight, Duchess. You miss the Duke so much.
I miss the Duke not at all. The man was an unprincipled cad.
Tell me what makes you unhappy. I live only to light a smile on your lips.
You live only to possess me. But you've not yet calculated the price. And now that you find me at liberty, you are busy calculating just what I might cost you.
I would not haggle. I'm rich enough to give you the world.
Too late, I've had the world. At least all of the civilized world.
It is still yours to have again. You are a woman of incredible beauty, Margot. But beauty is finite and eventually fades.
You see me by moonlight, Consvari. You couldn't possibly... Oh, no, not yet.
Time is inexorable, Madame la Duchessa. No human agency can arrest it, except briefly.
Oh, you are a devil.
Why generalize it?
I don't want to listen to you. You're beastly and you're cynical, and I don't need your criticism. I need...
help? Perhaps I can bring it to you.
You? How can you? No one but God, or the devil you say you are, could bring me what I want.
Eternal youth?
I'm not that greedy. Only not to grow old until I die.
Which are you the most afraid of? Death or growing old?
Oh, that's easy. Death is nothing. I'm afraid to grow old, as I am at last beginning to do.
Suppose I could offer you a way to avoid both. What would you offer me in return?
What else can I offer you? But my immortal soul. Isn't that the classic bargain?
Let me assure you that I really am the devil, and you are on the brink of sealing a bargain you cannot break. Everything you ask for.
Never to grow old?
Never. Do you accept?
Oh, yes, if what you promise is true.
Then the deed is done.
So simply? I mean, don't we cut our veins or sign in blood?
That would be necessary. There are other ways we can seal our bargain more intimately.
Of course. But you had better deliver.
Oh, my dear Margot, you can trust me absolutely. Never to grow old, never to die. That I promise you.
The first time I ran across Margot was at Mahaka. It was just before the big run for the championships at Mahaliwa. We were taking on some pretty good surf, 8 to 10 footers, big enough to weed out the weekenders and tough enough for any surf buff to hang 10 and remember it. I had just ridden on down a Rio Pretty. Then as I pulled out and took my lumps before planing onto the beach, there she was. Man, the end.
You rode that one very well, sailor.
She broke just right for me.
What's it like, slipping and sliding through that green tunnel?
Oh, too much. Beyond any words I can describe.
Well, that's one thrill I've never had.
Yeah, Never figured you'd miss too many.
Could you take me with you on a joyride like that?
No way. It's strictly one-on-one.
I mean, could you teach me to do it for myself?
Babe, that's asking for trouble.
Maybe I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I got a feeling I lost the ball here somewhere. I don't know just what we're talking about.
Well, you're a very nice young animal. Don't try to push anything out of context. All I'm talking about is riding a surfboard. And I could pay you very well.
The rates are $10 an hour when I'm working.
When could I have my first lesson? On the surfboard, I mean.
I was afraid that's what you meant.
Well, you'd be surprised how much safer you'll be if that's all we do together. Tomorrow morning.
Now, the chop will be too high for beginners. Make it afternoon. The 2?
Just the right time. And number. For beginners.
Oh, I was gone. Oh, sure, I knew she was out of my orbit. She had to be somewhere in her 40s, and, well, I was just out of high school. Well, give or take a couple of years. I blew the college route. Like, who needs it? Go where you want, how you want, who calls the turns. So, that was one great trip. For the couple of months it lasted. Hey! Okay?
Oh! I faked out.
You didn't fake out. You bombed.
Oh, what's the difference?
Yeah, you didn't duck it. You tried to hang in. Like you always do. Yeah, you just couldn't cut it. That's all.
Oh, you translate that.
Margot, it's all instant reflex,
And you mean that I'm too old?
I didn't say that.
No, that's what you meant. What you don't know is that I'll grow into it. I mean, I still want to learn to surfboard.
What's the big hang-up? There are other things in this world.
Well, let's make it that this is the main thing I have right now.
So I'll try. Now, let's face it. I got a two-way interest.
Me? Like, for instance?
You. Like, for I'm right up the wall.
Well, that's too bad. I'm a little too old for you, didn't you say, Mike?
That was for surfing.
But that's all there is with us.
You sure?
No. But we're not going to do anything about it.
Why not?
If I tried to answer that, heaven knows what trouble we'd be in. Let's just say it all could have gone our way in another world in another time. But this way, the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle just don't lock. They're out of sync, so, quits. Better.
Hey, well, wait a minute. You can't just walk out of my life like that.
There's no way to stop me. But only because it isn't quite the time for us yet. We need a chance to grow into each other. And maybe I'll see you then.
Crazy. 2 long months, and all it was Mike and Margot. I didn't even know her square name, or if she was hanging as loose as she seemed. There could have been a husband around, but who wanted to dig too deep? So I'd never level on this around the beach. There was no makeout. That was 1968. Then things happened in bunches. Like there was this war, and I got tapped. I spiked for Air Force. Oh, I learned to fly all right. I also learned to hate my own guts real good. Those 2-week leaves in Japan were way out. Especially the one where I found Margot again. J.V. Bernstein had something to do with our State Department. I never asked what. All I knew is that every time I hit Tokyo, he lit all the fires for me to burn.
All right, Mad Mike. What's it going to be this trip?
I don't know. Not geisha tea and flower arrangements. I'm ready to bust out wilder than that.
When weren't you? All right, what shall we bomb ourselves with? Mike? Well, if you're not interested in drink, then what? Oh, well, that's different.
Her name is Margot.
How do you know that?
I'm a famous seer.
Prowler is a better word.
Actually, I know her. Or knew her. What's her name?
You already remembered it.
I know that. I mean, her other name.
She is Mrs. Demetrios Konstantin Stavrianos.
What's she doing here in Tokyo?
Sailing around the world. Just a port of call. How the other half lives.
Tokyo isn't a port.
The yacht, I imagine, is tied up in Yokohama at, where else? The Yacht Club.
She looks marvelous. I mean, younger.
Oh, there are ways, my friend. Little man with scalpels and silicone.
I don't mean that. No. This is a sort of inner thing. When I knew her, she was almost old enough to be my mother.
She could adopt me right now.
Knock it off. That was all of 6 years ago, and now it's something I don't understand myself. What was it? That I did feel for her. I'm sure she was something. You follow the big waves I did, and there are 1,000 babes with all the same standard equipment. So what's the big deal? The big deal is that this one I hadn't forgotten in 6 years. This one sent me all the way out of orbit. Like the old-fashioned way to say it would be sell my soul for. Except there was a warning voice that kept saying, this one is bad news, Mike. She's real bad news.
Hello, Mike.
You look terrific.
I can ride aboard now.
Yeah?
I'm getting better and better all the time.
I'll buy the last part. Can we go somewhere?
No.
Why not? I've grown old real fast the last few years.
Old enough for me, do you think?
Well, the way you look, you've been growing as young just as fast as me going the other way.
Well, you keep going that other way, Mike. Forget about me.
Oh, I can't.
Well, then you'll just have to wait. Our paths really haven't crossed yet. There's still the matter of age.
I don't care how old you are. It makes no difference.
Oh, someday it would. You'd be surprised beyond belief how someday it would. Oh, excuse me. This is Mr. Stavrianos.
Oh, sorry.
And this is Mike. He's a nice young boy who tried to teach me to surfboard. Mike, I'm afraid I don't know your last name.
Burns.
I am going outside. This is no place for a woman, a non-geisha woman, shall I say. Are you coming, Demetrius?
In a second, my love.
All right, I'll meet you in the car.
Yes. Fabulous woman, no?
Why,
No, have no embarrassment. Everyone is in love with her and wants to possess her. Like the Queen or Diamond or Helen of Troy. I would forget her if I were you. If you can.
is that a threat, sir?
Oh, dear me, no. I don't have to make threats. She's something quite beyond any human being's comprehension. I should know. But for your own health, you should avoid her like the plague. Just a warning. Take it or leave it.
Well, what is going on here? Did a woman named Margot make a pact with the devil? And if so, just exactly what were the terms? And if she did, what fate lies in store for a determined young man who has decided to love, not wisely and certainly too well? I shall return shortly with Act 2. Let's see now. This is a story preoccupied with time, or in which time will have an important bearing on the outcome. So we left Mike and the mysterious Margot in, what year? Oh, yes, 1972. Still the past. Although the present and most of all the future may have a far more important bearing. But slowly, we have yet to leave Japan and the 72nd year of this 20th century. And it is going to take the best diplomatic effort by J.V. Bernstein to get Mike out of Japan and the local jail.
Arigato. I'll have him out of here as soon as I can.
All right, J.V. Am I sprung?
You are sprung. But it took some plain and fancy oiling. Can you stand up?
Oh, if my head doesn't fall off.
You're lucky you didn't get it handed to you in a basket, nearly severed by a samurai sword.
What did I do?
Oh, just try to take Tokyo apart single-handed. What made you flip your lid?
I couldn't get to see Margot.
Margot?
Mrs. Stavrianos, or whatever her name is.
Oh, that one. Well, naturally.
What do you mean, naturally?
Because she sailed that same night we saw her together in the geisha house.
What? How do you know?
Look, this is no place to talk. Come on, let's get back to the embassy.
You mean I'm free to go?
Well, it'll cost you a couple of $100 in fines for breaking up a few straw doors and such like.
No criminal charges?
Lucky. It's been written off to combat fatigue. Come on.
This is the embassy?
This, Mad Mike, is a park where birds do sing and bugs don't listen.
Yeah.
Much more happily suited for a little heart-to-heart talk.
Oh, come on with all this super spy crud. I'm just looking for the woman I love.
Who happens to be married to a guy who enjoys the interest of almost every major government in the world.
Enjoys?
Well, that's a figure of speech. Engages is perhaps a better word. Although I must say he seems to get a bang out of his notoriety.
Well, what is he?
Financier, international broker, ship owner, puller of strings that make the universe dance to his tune. He's about as close to being the biblical conception of the devil incarnate as we have around these days.
And Margot?
I don't know.
What I'm asking you, is she part of it all or just an innocent bystander?
Oh, you really have it bad.
Well, how long has she been married to him?
If you mean legally, I don't know. How long have they been together?
Yeah.
Okay, sonny boy, brace yourself for a shock. To the best of our research, about 40 years.
40 years? Well, that would make her at least...
There was a woman with her name, a Contessa Margot Baranya. But the records of the family were all wiped out during World War II.
So this could be her daughter.
Could be. Even a daughter is stretching the imagination a little if it's the same woman.
What are you getting at?
I don't know, Mike. There's something rotten about the whole setup. The guy we know is a louse who got filthy rich on wars and the weapons he brokers to keep them alive. The woman, the girl...
You don't know anything about her.
No, we don't.
Well, where are they now?
Rome, I think. I could check it out, but what are you planning to do? Fly there from Vietnam in a combat plane?
My tour of duty's up. I'm getting out of this war. Keep track of Margot for me. By the time I was discharged, Margot had dropped out of sight. Ditto Stavrianos. Although I chased around after rumors which had them in Mozambique, the Middle East, Crete, anywhere trouble was brewing or could be stirred up. And along the way, I picked up a new kick, racing cars. The same reflexes that made me a surfer and a hotshot pilot worked for me behind a wheel. Within a couple of years, I was beginning to get tabbed for the top races. My first big win was most part park, and the only kind of car that could make me forget Margot. A Lola T330. And it was like crazy that, in a way, she led me back to Margot, the car, and my old buddy, J.V. He came by my trailer after the race. Hey, J.V.,
What are you doing in this neck of the woods?
Just watching an old pal trying out a new way to achieve his death wish. You like to live dangerously.
Why not? It's my neck. And there's nobody I owe any responsibility to.
Good. All right, now I'll tell you the real reason I'm here. I want to offer you a job.
No, thanks. I don't need a job.
This is an offer you won't be able to refuse.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Undercover agent.
Me? You gotta be kidding.
How would you like to cross paths with Margot again?
You found out where she is?
Yes.
Well, where?
We've lost touch with Stavrianos. He's disappeared, and for reasons I can't tell you, at least not yet, we've got to find him.
And you think I might get to him through Margot?
Yes. The last place Margot has been located, and as far as we know still is, although she disappears every now and then, is back in Rome.
You've got to hand it to old JV. He might look like a cube in his Brooks Brothers button-down shirts. But dig deep enough, and you could come up with what I always knew was there. An all right guy. Right on. So, now I was a spy, or a counter-spy, or whatever I was supposed to be.
Margot.
Oh. I didn't know you were there.
I am always there. Or here. Don't you remember?
You give me little chance to forget.
Are you dissatisfied with our bargain? Would you rather be dead, which by this time you assuredly would have been?
I might have been better off. I didn't quite understand the terms.
No one ever really does. But everyone always accepts them, whatever they are.
But you misled me. I told you I didn't mind dying.
May I remind you that you were also quite paranoid about growing old?
I blame myself bitterly that I allowed myself to fall into your trap.
Oh, you are lovely when you are angry.
Thanks to you, Conspare, or whatever you want to call yourself. I am lovelier by each minute that passes.
I am grateful for your thanks.
A figure of speech. A bitter one. I wish I could find a way to defeat you.
It really was for laughs. A guy ought to be ashamed to take the money. Most of the time, I sat sipping Campari at Doni's. Doni's on the Via Veneto. Just sit there long enough, and the whole world goes passing by. Like 10 days after I got to Rome. Margot. Buongiorno, bellissima.
Non sono interessato.
Stai sicura?
Molto sicura. Mike, it's you. What are you doing in Rome?
You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you. So do you. So like you used to way back when we first met.
It's, being unemployed. I haven't felt so good since I was a surf bum. A big deal. How can you... You know, you're fabulous. I mean, you look 20 years younger.
And I feel every year of it.
That's a funny thing to say.
I wish I could think there was anything funny about it.
I'd think most women would give anything to know your secret.
If they did, they'd be sorry for anything they gave.
Hold on. This conversation's getting out of hand. What are you talking about? I don't dig it.
No, you couldn't, but it doesn't matter.
Hey, babe, you're pretty down. Anything I can do?
Maybe. Maybe it's about time for us, Mike.
You mean it?
You're still interested?
I never changed, but... Well, what about your husband?
I never said he was my husband.
Oh. Like that, huh?
No, not like that.
But you're still, together.
Do you see him anywhere?
Well, no, but,
You always know where he can be found?
Oh, yes, I always know where he can be found. But he doesn't own me yet.
I'm lost again.
Not yet, Michael, darling, not yet. But you soon will be, if you still want me.
I've wanted you since the first moment you walked into my life 6 years ago.
12.
No, only 6.
Time goes twice as fast for us, Mike. Now come away. Let's forget everything. Except each other.
I looked at this golden woman. No, girl. This golden girl. Glowing as if she were molded out of burnished bronze, except Margot could never have come from any mold. She was too original. I could feel the warmth of her breath caressing my cheek as she leaned close to whisper. Then why that strange, cold feeling in the pit of my stomach? What was I scared of? What was I getting into? And if I did want to hit the panic button, was there any way out?
You should have looked more carefully, Mike. What happened to the few wrinkles by the eyes that used to mar her beauty ever so slightly? The slight sag of flesh beneath the chin and along the jawline. And how could this mysterious woman, once old enough to be your mother, now growing older, have the skin and muscle tone of a woman your own age and younger? I shall return shortly with Act 3. Packing in his hotel room in Rome, Mike Burns was in that super-high state of euphoria that a man reaches only when at last a long-sought-for conquest is within his grasp. Well, let's be fair to Mike. He was a man in love, and young enough to be in love with love. Young enough to forget everything else in life, till a phone call brought him out of the rose-colored clouds and back to reality.
Yeah?
Mike?
Sure, who's this?
A friend. Long time no hear. Now look, just listen and answer short and sweet. You're hooked up with M again.
You asking or telling?
We know you have been and that you're going away.
What business is that of yours?
That's a silly question. It's your business, too, if a third party turns up. Where is Stavrianos?
Look, buddy, I guess it's something I'd like to know myself anyway. I'll try to find out.
Where do I reach you?
Forget it. I know where to reach you.
Not good enough. The stops are all out for reasons you're not aware of, and the world could be sitting on a powder keg. Where?
All right. Anna Capri.
About the nearest thing to heaven. Let's keep our fingers crossed that you locate Stavrianos before there's hell to pay.
I picked up Margot at the Spanish Steps, and together we drove south to Naples. We dumped the rented car there and went by boat to Capri. From the dock, we snaked back and forth around impossible turns by bus to an eagle's nest high above the Adriatic. Wherever you looked from there, everything was blue and flooded by sunlight. I guess if I have a picture of heaven, it looks like Capri. And we were madly in love. And Margot was astonishingly a girl again. Younger and more alive than me. Shining with youth. What are you doing up this early?
I couldn't sleep.
Was I snoring again?
Oh, do you ever? My darling, I love you whether you're awake or asleep. There's no problem there.
Where's the problem?
Did I say there was one? What shall we do today?
Eat, sun ourselves, and go back to bed again.
Maybe we shouldn't even get up.
Do you suppose I'm dead?
I know very well that you're not.
If I was, this is the only way I'd like it to be.
Oh.
Who the devil is that?
Anyone but who you mentioned, I hope. Who was it?
It was, for me. I have to go down to the village and make a long-distance call.
Is it so important?
Yeah, I guess. It has to do with us.
Us? How?
Darling, forget that for a moment. I want to ask. I'm sorry, but I have to. What's the deal with you and Stavrianos?
Well, what do you mean? Deal?
Are you married?
No.
Where is he? Do you know?
Oh, yes.
Where? Okay. You don't have to tell me. Just, well, after this, will you and he still be together?
We never have been. Not the way you mean.
He's out of your life?
I didn't say that. I wish I could.
I wish you could, too. Why not?
Mike, I love you, but I don't answer questions. You've got to take me on faith, or not at all.
I'll take you on faith. But I also have to go make the phone call. All the way down the hill, I was busy making my decision. If it was JV on the phone, he could go climb a tree. Right at this moment, I couldn't care about international spy games. I was with the woman I loved, and nothing was going to interfere with that. I thought. I quit!
You can't. Now, Mike, listen to me. All our information tells us that Stavrianos already has in his possession a small nuclear device.
Well, how do you know he has it?
Well, let's define terms. We don't know that he actually has it. He is, one might say, the broker between the country that developed it and the potential buyer.
Well, who's the buyer?
We don't even know that much. Just think of it this way. Can you imagine such a weapon in the hands of any terrorist organization? The threat they could pose if their demands are not satisfied? The holocaust they could bring down on the whole world?
Okay. But what can I do about it?
Find Stavrianos. We can't.
I don't know if Margot will tell me where he is.
Well, if she doesn't, heaven help us all.
And if she does, heaven help me.
What's wrong, darling?
I don't know that anything is yet. Just a hunch everything could be.
The telephone call?
Yes.
Bad news?
Yes.
Is there any way I can help?
Yes.
Then ask me.
Where is Stavrianos?
Darling, I told you. He doesn't mean anything between us.
I got news for you. He does.
Why?
All right, I won't hack around. The only way I could find my way back to you was as a government snoop. My job is to find Stavrianos through you.
Mike, is that your only interest in me?
Oh, you know it isn't.
How well I know. And how sorry I am that I ever allowed you to meet me.
Why?
Because we have no future, Mike. Especially now.
I won't accept that.
You'll have to accept it. We've had this short time together, and it was right, and it was wonderful. But it couldn't last. No, don't interrupt me. Listen to me. Remember back when you first met me. I was old enough then to be your mother. I was 41 to your 18.
Huh?
But already I was coming back to you.
Coming back to me?
Listen to me. When I first met Stavrianos, I was headed for my 60s, and I had an absolute terror of growing old. And he turned the clock upside down for me.
I don't understand.
How could anyone understand who hasn't made a pact with the devil?
The devil?
Haven't you learned enough about Stavrianos to know that's what he is?
But what
What kind of pact?
One that really ended our love affair before it could have begun.
No.
Oh, yes, my love. Believe me, these past few weeks have been my only taste of heaven. But now I have to go. And I hope I can take him back to hell with me.
Margot, don't go to him. I'd give my own life to save yours. You know that.
I know that, and I also know how foolish that would be.
Why?
Because you don't understand. You don't understand the pact I made. I have no fear of death, since I will never die.
He promised you that.
He tricked me, but his promise was a true one. That I should never grow old and that I should never die because he reversed the life process for me. And from the moment I sold my soul to him, I have been growing younger day by day, week by week, and year by year. And so, Mike, as we grow apart, you and I, at twice the pace, since you grow older and I grow younger, don't you see there is no hope for us?
No.
There is no hope. There is no hope for us, no hope for me. So this is goodbye, my love.
Look, I know you must think I'm crazy, JV, but that's how it was. We argued all through the day and back and forth till exhaustion, and finally I fell asleep, and when I woke, she was gone. You've got to help me find her.
I can't, old buddy.
No, you got me into this. Now, if it hadn't been for you, you've got to. Now, where is she?
I can only tell you one thing. By our standards, Stavrianos and she are dead.
What do you mean by our standards?
You haven't been reading the news lately, not even the headlines.
So what?
A small island in the Aegean Sea just up and disappeared yesterday.
I don't read you.
You will. Oh, it's written off to a sudden earthquake or other natural causes, but it seems to have been the private property of one Demetrios Stavrianos.
How do you know that?
Because a woman named Margot left Capri suddenly and flew directly there.
You mean Margot is dead?
I'll tell you something, buddy boy, from my heart. I hope Stavrianos, whoever he was, and your girlfriend Margot, whoever she might have been, are dead forever and buried 6 feet deep. The rest of the world is better off if they are, as even you, old buddy, will find out in time.
It took a little time, but I guess the human spirit is elastic. I came back. But I still get the shakes and I wonder about things. She haunts me. Margot and her husband, or whatever he was, Stavrianos, were burned to a crisp in a terrible explosion that wiped out a whole island as well. And yet, more and more as I grow older, I'm afraid to look at children. I watch them playing in a park, on a beach, at amusement parks, and so often I see a girl who might be Margot. It used to be teenagers, but now as the years pass, it's the little tots, younger and younger. Is it faintly possible that Faust is more than a legend? That one can make a pact with the devil? And that he could switch the whole deal? Instead of holding off age, could reverse the whole process of growing old so that, in the end, a person would be nothing. Unborn? A thing that never was.
Interesting question. What do you think? And whether you agree with it as a possibility or not, aren't you terrorized by the very concept? To live life in reverse, to travel backwards to an innocent infant, even to the conception itself. Certainly if the devil wanted to steal the purest soul, where else could he find one more pure? I shall return shortly. By some miracle of fortune, upward air currents after the explosion carried the deadly byproducts over the Sahara Desert, where they were dispersed and absorbed. Margot and Stavrianos have never been seen again. Is it too much to speculate that she had her revenge and that the devil is locked up in hell for good, where he belongs? Why not hope? Someday, we must all believe that the world will wake up and banish him as we come to our senses. We must believe, or else go mad. Our cast included Mercedes McCambridge, Robert Dryden, and Bob Caliban. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
I'm E.G. Marshall. Know thyself, the sages tell us. After all, the man who is a mystery to himself will find everyone else in the world equally mysterious. Most of us know a great deal about ourselves. We know our names, our nationality, we know who our family is, we know our religion. But while all these things may tell us who we are, they cannot enlighten us as to what we are. Our mystery drama, Bloodline, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars John Lithgow. They say blood will tell. They say the apple will not fall far from the tree. Therefore, according to what they say, it would appear that we are blessed or cursed, as the case might be, to follow in the footsteps of our fathers. But is the proposition true? I'm not sure. You can't really answer that type of question, but it's always good for a story. Our story begins in jail.
Well, Lewis, I can't afford a lawyer, Kevin.
You're entitled to a lawyer. It's the law.
I can't afford a lawyer like you.
Don't worry about the bill.
The court will assign me somebody.
I can't forget everything you've done for me, Lou.
Oh, that was long ago, in another life. I think I'm going to sit in jail for a long time.
All you did was embezzle some money.
It was close to $2 million.
Well, we can arrange for restitution.
It's gone, Kevin.
Gone? $2 million? How can $2 million be gone?
It went.
Where? Lewis, you did have a lot of money of your own.
I went through it all.
Why, no, for a fact. When your mother died, she left you a large amount.
I went through that, too.
How?
Did you ever hear of the stock market?
Everybody had you pegged as one of the smartest young guys on the street. What happened?
Did you ever hear of the pitcher that went to the well too often?
What's wrong, Lou?
You know what's wrong. I stole $2 million from my employer.
Now, that's a symptom. It isn't a cause.
Very well put.
Quit fencing with me, Lou. Tell me the truth.
Why don't you let me alone, Kevin?
$2 million. I think it began when your mother died. Yes. Right after your mother died. Am I right, Lou?
I don't want to talk about it.
Am I right, Lou? Look, I know that losing her was a shock.
I said I don't want to talk about it.
But there was more to it. Tell me, Lou. Come on. You can tell me.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to talk. That day, that morning, we were playing golf at the club. JR, my boss, and myself, and that new client of mine.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. Jim, Honeyman?
Jim Silman.
Oh, yeah. He thought you were the sly fox of Wall Street. You were the reason his account was coming to J.R. Witherspoon. He wanted you to supervise it personally.
It should have been the greatest day of my life. My game was working that day, too. I was walking toward the 5th green with J.R. What a morning. What a glorious morning.
Oh, great shot, Lewis. I think you've left yourself a 4-foot putt there.
You want me to blow it?
Whatever for.
Well, Jim Silman might feel better. He and his partner are still trying to get out of the rough. Should we be beating them so badly?
Absolutely. This one is strictly on merit. You got the account because Silman is convinced you have the smartest head in the business. And so do I.
Thank you, J.R.
No, I'm going to thank you in a very practical way. But we'll talk it over at lunch in a day or two.
Mr. Lewis Olcott.
What?
Mr. Lewis Olcott.
Hey, is that for me?
Mr. Lewis Olcott.
Oh, it has to be something serious for them to page you on the course.
Mr. Olcott, please pick up the nearest telephone.
My mother. She's in the hospital.
Now, Lewis, be calm.
The phone. Where's the phone?
In the shack at the 9th tee.
It was my mother. She had suddenly, and for no apparent reason, taken a turn for the worse. When I arrived at the hospital, I was nervous and scared. She wasn't in her room. Was I too late? Nurse!
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Olcott. Where's Mrs. Olcott?
She's been transferred to 812. Just over to your left.
Thank you. Mother.
Oh, Lewis.
Don't talk, Mother.
I must.
Save your strength.
For what? I'm dying.
Oh, now, don't say that.
I can face it. And so must you. This has been torturing me for so many years.
Yes, Mother?
For so many years. But you have a right to know.
Please, Mother, you mustn't excite yourself.
Everyone has a right to know.
Everyone has a right to know what, Mother?
What am I trying to tell you? Oh, everyone has a right to know who they are.
I know who I am, Mother.
No.
No?
You don't know who you are.
What are you trying to tell me?
We should have told you years ago, but your father, he was afraid you would leave us and try to find your real parents.
What are you saying, Mother?
I said to him, we are your real parents in everything but blood. And that shouldn't matter, should it? Tell me, Lewis, haven't we been your real parents? Edmund Olcott and I. Could any other parents have loved you more than we did? Could they?
You're telling me now that I'm...
I wanted to tell you from the beginning. But is it right to tell you now? Is it? But if I don't, you'll never know. And you should, because you have that right. Lewis, please, promise you'll never tell your father. Promise. It will be our secret, yours and mine. Yours and mine. Yours and mine.
Lou. Yes, Kevin. That's what she told me. On her deathbed.
You never knew.
What a time. What a place. What a way that was to find out.
Is it really true?
It's what she told me.
Well, she said, don't tell your father, but your father had already died 3 years before.
Well, at that point, she wasn't thinking too clearly.
And so she could have been wrong.
About what?
Well, about your being adopted.
Well, she would know better than anyone.
Well, it must have been a shock. But you were always a pretty tough character. You could face up to it.
Yes, I could have. It's just that I had come to believe that being Edmund Alcott's son had endowed me with a certain mystique.
But you were his son. Well, didn't your mother say in everything but blood?
Yes, but in this particular situation, it was the blood that meant everything.
But why?
Why? Old J.R. laid it out for me in no uncertain terms. Do you remember when he made me a partner in the firm?
Yes, it was just a few weeks after you lost your mother.
I'll never forget that day. Never. We were having lunch in the partner's dining room.
I believe that'll be all, Pierre. Unless, Louis?
Oh, no. I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, well, now, congratulations, Louis.
Thank you again, J.R.
Do you know why I made you a partner?
Because I'm a bright young man.
Oh, the street's full of bright young men. You've got something in addition. You know what it is? Breeding.
Breeding?
Your father was one of the smartest men on the street. Your grandfather predicted the disaster in 1929. Your great-grandfather slugged it out with the big fellas back at the turn of the century. Oh, but you know all that.
Well, I do, sir.
This market savvy, this sixth sense of when to buy and sell, I believe it's something that's bred into the Alcotts. It must be in the blood, right?
Well,
don't be so modest. I wish I had something like that to brag about. That's why we made you a partner. Oh, you've got that indefinable something. I guess you just have to be born with it.
Kevin, I can't tell you what an upsetting lunch that was.
Louis.
I know what you're going to say. I was taking it too seriously.
That's right. You'd done a tremendous job for J.R. up to that time, hadn't you? I admit it.
Yes.
So what was all that mystic nonsense about blood?
It wasn't nonsense. I thought I had that blood.
But you didn't. So, how do you account for your success up to that point?
It didn't matter, because just so long as I didn't know, so long as I believed.
I think I understand.
If you think the thing is true, that's good enough. But now, I was scared.
Why?
I thought I had something special in my genes. But then the rug was pulled out from under me.
Lou, I never in my life met a more practical, down-to-earth man.
Now, look out for us practical, down-to-earth fellows. When we crack, we split wide open. I was so scared I lost control. My judgment went completely. I made several foolish moves.
But there was nothing mystical about what you'd been doing, Lou. It was based on sound evaluations.
No. It was as if I had broken down completely. No control. I did things that were incredibly dumb, that I didn't want anyone to know. I would cover up the loss of money with my own private funds.
You did?
Yeah, there were several episodes like that. Before I knew it, I was practically broke. All I had was my salary, and that wasn't an awful lot, because I was supposed to really make it in commissions and bonuses. I became afraid to buy and sell. J.R. noticed it. And you know what he thought? He actually thought I was doing the right thing.
I noticed, Louis, that you haven't been generating very much activity among your clients.
That's true.
You're advising them to stay more or less liquid, aren't you?
Yes, I feel...
Well, I have to respect that, Louis. The fact is, we really don't know where this market's going. It takes a lot of character to sit still at a time like this, though.
It's just that...
I remember your father. He would sit there just waiting. You'd think he'd fallen fast asleep and was out of it. And then suddenly he would strike without warning, like a cobra, at some beautiful special situation. Well, just let me know when you're ready to spring, Louis.
Yes, J.R.
What are you telling me, Lou? You're saying you fell into a period of, call it, self-doubt. Well, it happens to a great many people. Suddenly you begin to think you've lost your touch.
I didn't think. I knew.
Well, you should have gone to a psychiatrist.
I did. But the fact is, nothing changed. Then, one day, I didn't know what was going to happen to me. I couldn't think of anything to do. I just wandered off into the park. I sat there. A man walked past. He was tall, well-built, neatly dressed, but not like an American. I noticed him walk past me, and he stopped. He stared at me. And then he walked over to my bench.
Have I your permission to be seated?
It's a public park. The city owns the bench.
Oh, speak, Taximar.
Who? What did you call me?
Taximar.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, no.
That's not my name.
Well, of course it is not. It is your title. You are the Taximar.
Sure. Please, excuse me.
No. We have looked for you for so long. You cannot leave us now.
I'm afraid I have to.
No, you will stay. You will remain here.
What for?
What for? Because you are the Taximar.
Whatever that is. And so, here is our friend, seated on a park bench on a lovely day, absorbed by his own problems, when suddenly he is told by a complete stranger that he is a Taximar. Does he think he has troubles now? There's always the second act. Life may be long, the philosopher tells us. Changes can be sudden. Without warning, we hear a single word, and the world becomes a different place. It can never be the same again. The familiar landmarks disappear, and what we thought was solid rock is only soft and yielding clay.
Look here, sir. Just what is this thing supposed to be?
Well, my name is Ruick, Joseph Ruick. Oh, it is most remarkable. I saw you sitting on this bench. Suddenly a voice within me spoke. It is the Taximar.
What's your racket?
Racket?
Well, this is a hustle of some kind, isn't it? A trick.
A trick? A trick with what objective?
You would know that better than I would.
Taximar, will you return?
Return where?
To the homeland.
Homeland? For your information, sir, this is my homeland.
Is it? How do you know?
How do I know?
And how do you know that you are not the Taximar?
Sir, there is absolutely no way I could be whatever it is you're calling me.
Why do you say that? You claim you are not the Taximar. Very well, then, who are you?
Whatever this is, it isn't going to work. You're wasting your time. You're wasting my time. Good day.
Wait.
For what?
Before you go, ask yourself, who am I? And soon the answer shall be revealed. It will be made clear to you that you are the Taximar.
He would meet me on that bench every day.
Why did you go there?
Well, it didn't matter. Wherever I went, he'd be lying in ambush. So I figured I might just as well go to the park.
Oh, why didn't you turn the thing over to the police?
I was about to.
What stopped you?
I began to wonder. I didn't begin. I'd been wondering since the day she died. Who was I?
Oh.
I can't tell you what it means not to know who you are. I suppose if it's something that's been going on for a while, you manage to adjust to it somehow. But it was all very new to me, very disturbing. I was used to seeing him every day and going through that Taximar nonsense. And one day, he wasn't there. I figured he realized that he couldn't promote me for this racket of his, whatever it was, and had gone off in search of greener pastures. And a girl sat down on the bench. She was slender, very pretty, dark hair and black eyes.
Taksimar, my name is Rojika.
Now, what's this?
My father, Joseph Ruick, is ill.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
No, it is the illness of the heart.
You mean he has a heart condition?
It is the pain of the heart. When the body is far from the homeland, from the warmer sun, the softer rains, the sweeter soil of the homeland.
Well, I hope he gets over it.
No, but until we are able to return...
Wait. In any event, he sent you here to work on me.
Have you no desire, Taksimar, to return with us? It is your homeland also.
And where is this homeland supposed to be?
In the great forests of Marmor.
Marmor? That's a little 2x4 country somewhere in Europe, in the Balkans.
It is our homeland, and you are the Taksimar.
You keep telling me I'm that, but what is a Taksimar?
He is the first chieftain of all the elders of the clans.
And what does he do, this chieftain of the elders?
He is the oracle.
The what?
Everyone comes to him to ask, to learn. When should crops be planted? Should this one sell his property? Is that one making a wise marriage?
And he tells them what to do?
Oh, yes.
And they listen to him?
Of course.
But why?
He is the Taksimar.
How did he get to be the Taksimar?
Oh, it is in the blood.
What?
Yes. The son succeeds the father.
How did I get to be the Taksimar?
Are you not the son of your father?
Yeah, if I only knew who he was.
But he was the Taksimar.
Why do you insist that I'm his son?
One need only to look at you.
No, all right. For the sake of argument, I am the son of the Taksimar in Marnor, somewhere deep in the Balkans, okay?
Yes.
So, why am I still not there? How did I wind up here?
Just a few days after you were born, you were stolen from the cradle.
Oh? By whom?
By whom? Marmor was filled with gypsies and other wandering peoples. Taksimar, is something wrong?
Excuse me.
Are you ill?
No, I have to leave. I have to see somebody. Excuse me, I'm not being rude, but please, excuse me. I remembered Kevin. Well, I always knew, but I never thought anything of it. That I wasn't born in the United States.
You weren't?
No. I was born in Greece.
Greece? I didn't know that.
Mother and Dad were on a trip. Mother was supposed to be pregnant. They cooked up a story about her having given birth prematurely.
Oh.
So they took me to the American Embassy in Athens to register me. Marnor borders on Greece. Now I know exactly what happened.
Exactly?
The Alcutts wanted a child, but they wanted everyone to think it was their own. Somebody must have said they could get a baby more easily in that part of the world. So Mother told people she was pregnant, and they traveled to Greece.
But you don't know that for a fact.
Oh, but I do. I checked it out with Dr. Heron, our family physician. He's still alive. He's still in practice. I called at his office.
How are you, Louis? You look a bit peaked. Are you doing enough healthy things?
Dr. Heron, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go right ahead.
Was my mother pregnant when she left on that trip to Greece with my father?
Oh, why do you ask?
Just curious.
Well, she must have been pregnant. After all, as soon as she arrived overseas, she gave birth to you, didn't she?
Did she?
Well, you're here, aren't you? That proves it.
You haven't answered my question, Doctor.
I can't imagine why you'd be asking it. What's the point, Louis?
Well, maybe I'll have better luck with this question. My mother was in her 30s, late 30s, when I was born.
Yeah, I believe she was.
Had she been trying to have a baby for a while?
Oh, yes.
For how long a while, would you say, Doctor?
For a great many years, as I recall.
With no luck.
With no luck at all.
And then suddenly, when she's almost 40, she goes abroad and has a baby.
You know how it is sometimes, Louis. change of scene can work miracles.
She told me I was adopted, Doctor.
Oh? Did she? Louis, does it really make that much difference?
It sure does. In this case, it surely does. It makes all the difference in the world.
Good day to you, Taksimar.
Please sit down, Rojika.
Oh, yes.
Now, this is crazy. It has to be crazy, but...
But what?
For the sake of argument, I'm going to quit fighting you. Just tell me about this whole business.
Well, there was a legend.
We start with that, huh?
A legend that the only son of a Taksimar would be stolen from us.
Yes?
He would be taken to a strange land far across the seas. And the ruling Taksimar would die. For many years, the people would have no oracle. And things would not go well for the people. They have not gone well.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The legend says further that the people would look for him everywhere. And one day, one of them would find him.
Find him? How?
He would see the Taksimar and know him.
Just like that?
And it came true. My father saw you and knew you. I see you now, and I know you.
Go ahead.
The Taksimar would not know who he was, but he would have become rich and powerful. And when it was revealed to him, he would return to the homeland. He would return with the fortune he had made, and it would help the people.
Fortune?
What is so little here is so much there. And so the legend says it was meant to be, that the young Taksimar was stolen from his cradle and taken from us, for he would return to save us.
That's the legend, huh?
Oh, yes.
I still can't clear that very first hurdle. How do you know it's me?
Oh, one knows these things.
Well, it would be great if we had some evidence.
But we do have evidence. The best evidence that can exist. The evidence of the heart and the soul.
How does that work?
Oh, through our feelings. I feel that you are the Taksimar. I feel I know you, that I have always known you.
Why do you feel that?
Because my heart tells me.
We come around to that again.
What does your heart tell you?
Truthfully, not a thing.
Oh, look at me, Taksimar.
That's not too hard to do.
Look at me.
I'm looking.
Have you seen my face before? Heard my voice before? Have you?
Have I?
Oh, try to remember.
How can I remember what I never...
It is in the blood.
The blood?
The blood. The blood is everything. You remember through the blood. You were born in Marmor. You breathed the air of Marmor. It has stayed with you. It will remain with you forever.
Marmor?
The tiny baby in the cradle. The son of the Taksimar. And there was another baby in another cradle.
What?
Yes. She was brought there for the ceremony.
What ceremony?
The betrothal.
The betrothal?
She was the daughter of the first minister of Marnor, Joseph Ruik.
Joseph Ruik? The one who...
Joseph Ruik is my father. You and I were born on the same day. It was an omen.
You're saying we were engaged?
No, betrothed. Engagements are games that men and women play. Betrothals are vows taken before the Lord.
I see.
I am no longer very young, just as you are no longer very young. But I could never marry anyone else, just as you could never marry anyone else.
Well, now, just a minute.
Why have you never married? You're attractive, you're wealthy, you're a man whom many women desire. Why have you never married?
The truth is, I never met a girl who I could.
Oh, the truth is, you never married because you are the Taksimar. It is in your blood to marry the daughter of the first minister, and you shall.
Is that a proposal? There seems to be a ring of inevitability that's being drawn closer, ever closer around our leading man. But, after all, how does he know? how can he be certain? To be perfectly fair, can any of us be absolutely certain of anything? At least, we can be certain there's going to be a third act. Little by little, the design of our lives slowly emerges. We see a piece here and a portion there. But it is not given to us to see it in its entirety. We try to guess the meaning of a color, a line. Perhaps a shape is suggested, or a figure is almost completed. But we only see enough to tantalize us. Will we ever arrive at the real meaning? Perhaps there is no real meaning. Is it all substance without shadow? Can we afford to believe that?
And now I will ask you again. Have you ever heard my voice before? Seen my face?
Yes. Yes, I have. Your face. Your voice. I do know them.
Then you will return. You will fulfill the promise of the blood. You will, Taximar. Say nothing now. It has all been too much in too short a time. Just think, Taximar. Think.
I did think about it, Kevin. And? I knew that I was in love with her. You see, I fell in love with her because...
People fall in love. It can't be explained.
But there was a reason. It was in the blood. I can imagine what this is going to sound like, but I never thought of marrying another girl. And the reason... It was destined for me to marry Rojika.
Okay, if that's how you want it.
No, Kevin, believe me. I knew I had seen her face, heard her voice before.
Yeah, you explained. You were both a couple of days old in the cradle.
No. Her face as it is now. Her voice as it is now.
What you're saying is you'd seen her before.
Not in that sense.
Well, in what sense do you mean?
There was no place where I could have seen her before. She had spent her entire life in Marnor and had just come here a week or so earlier. Where could I have seen her before?
Well, be that as it may, we now have a more pressing problem. We have to prepare your defense. Now, what happened to the money?
The money?
$2 million.
You have to go along with this. I firmly believed by this time that I was the Taximar. The legend said I would be rich.
And you were.
Oh, I wasn't. But I couldn't say that to Joseph and Rojika.
Why not?
There are certain things you just don't like to admit at first.
Yeah, I understand.
I knew I would have to face up to it.
Taximar, you know that I am speaking the truth. You understand in your heart that you are the Taximar.
If only...
Yes, if only...
Consider, you told me a legend.
Yes.
The infant child of the Taximar would be stolen from his crib. He would be taken far across the seas. And one day he would be found again.
That is the legend?
There's more. He would return to save his people.
True.
And he would be able to do it because he was a rich man. He would bring back his fortune.
Of course.
That's the part of the legend that wasn't working out. I'm not a rich man.
Oh, I believe the legend, all of it.
No, you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. I don't have any money.
It doesn't matter.
How could you say that it doesn't matter?
Because the legend must speak the truth. You will return to Marnor with a fortune.
You are very sad, my loved one.
I don't know what to think. I'm a civilized, rational person. And here I'm getting involved in all this stuff about blood.
Oh, civilized, rational people also have blood, do they not?
Yes, but...
Listen to the Council of the Elders of Marmor. Blood speaks to every member of the human race. There are those who listen and those who do not.
Please, Rojika.
What is this blood that flows through the veins? Is it not the accumulated wisdom of humanity? In you, there is the blood of all who came here before you.
Rojika.
Return. Become the Taximar. Fulfill the prophecy.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I have no fortune.
You will have a fortune.
Will I?
Oh.
There's no way I can ever hope to make any money. Whatever I had is gone. I don't have the touch anymore.
You will have a fortune.
You don't know what I'm saying.
I only know the prophecy.
I'll never make another dollar in the market.
Beloved, let the anger be gone from your voice. Let there be peace in your heart. And let love return. Sit with me. Sit quietly, and we shall dream of love and Marnor.
Pour you some more coffee, my boy?
Thank you, J.R.
Louis, I'm getting a bit of flack from the board about you. Fellas want to know what has the sharp fox of Wall Street been doing. The answer is you haven't been doing anything. That's true, isn't it?
Yes, sir, in many ways.
Well, quite frankly, it isn't just the board. The customers, too. Old Jim Silverman said to me just the other day at the club he didn't bring his account in here so that we could sit on his money. Might just as well hide it under his mattress at home. Louis, what's been going on?
It's just that I don't see too many opportunities at the moment.
Oh,
J.R.
come on, Louis. Digital advances shot up 15 points in the last 2 weeks. Delphic Consolidated doubled. Now, these were the situations you used to get us into. What is it, Louis? Have you lost your touch? Was I wrong about you?
J.R., I'm trying.
Well, you have to try harder. And better. Otherwise, I'll have to conclude that I made a mistake.
Kevin, I was terrified. I knew I'd be fired.
But you had a great education. You were knowledgeable, experienced. All that couldn't just disappear.
It did. And what did I have left? Marnor.
Marnor?
I believed in it, Kevin. Marnor. And I would become the Taximar. And so, that very day, I met with Rojika.
A most beautiful day, beloved.
A day to remember. Because today, all doubt is gone. I believe in the prophecy.
Oh, we must leave at once. Tonight.
Yes, there's a plane for Athens every night.
And from there, we can drive to the border and cross into Marnor. Father and I will meet you at the airport at 8 o'clock. We will have the tickets.
Rojika.
Yes, beloved.
I will return without a fortune.
You will return with a fortune. I believe in the prophecy.
And then suddenly I believed in it too.
That's when you went back to the office and you stole $2 million worth of negotiable bonds.
I didn't think I was stealing.
Any way you want to put it.
As Taximar, I sincerely thought I could make improvements and earn enough to pay back J.R. and Company.
Weren't you afraid they'd come after you?
How would they know where to look for me? Besides, I checked it out. The U.S. has no extradition treaty with Marnor. And then...
Yes?
Then it happened. So quickly. Before I knew, it was all over. I went to the airport. I met Rojika and Joseph.
Here we are, beloved. Here.
Welcome, Taximar. This is Marnor's night of destiny.
This is the night the prophecy shall be fulfilled. All of it.
All of it?
Yes, all of it. In this briefcase, I have the fortune.
I knew. My beloved, there seems to be a problem.
What sort of problem?
With the tickets. Neither Joseph nor I could speak with the person. Could you adjust the situation?
Of course. Just wait right here. Do I have to tell you the rest of it?
No.
The people at the ticket counter knew nothing of any such reservations. I went back to where I had left Rojika and Joseph,
and they were gone.
With the briefcase and with the securities.
At least I've got your defense. You were vulnerable because of the disclosures made to you by your supposed real mother.
I don't think we should make that public.
That's your only defense. You were victimized. Lou, there won't be a dry eye on that jury. so, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot ask you to close your eyes to what this man has done. I can only ask you to try to understand him, to try to explore in your own minds the trauma that he has suffered, and to remember that he is a human being, subject to the weaknesses and the vulnerabilities that can be the undoing of every member of the human race, given the time, the place, and the circumstances.
Thank you, Kevin.
7 to 12 years isn't really bad at all.
I know. It could have been much worse.
With time off for good behavior, you can be out in 3 years. And you're still young.
You did a sensational job.
I was afraid of one thing, the loose end in the defense. Oh, sure, you were victimized by a couple of confidence operators, but how did they know about your parental situation?
Wait. I see it now. When I told Rojika, or whoever she is, that I'd seen her face and heard her voice before, it was true. Yes, you see, when I arrived at the hospital that last day, before my mother died, there was a nurse, a dark-haired nurse. She told me Mrs. Alcott is now in room 812.
And you're saying she could have somehow overheard the conversation and decided on the hustle?
Absolutely. I'm convinced of it. There's no other explanation.
There could be. We could say that there was no hustle. We could say that Rojika and Joseph Ruick never existed.
Kevin.
We could even go back farther and say your mother never told you that you were adopted. All we have is your word for it.
But what purpose would I have to...
Let us suppose that you had suddenly gone sour, lost your ability, your flair, whatever. It happens to people. This could be a way to steal $2 million at the cost of just a couple of years of your life in jail. Well, is it true?
What are you talking about, Kevin?
Is it true?
Well, what do you want me to tell you?
Nothing. Let's just leave it where it is. Shall we?
And why not? Either way, he goes to jail. If we were to know the truth, we would lose a most delightful opportunity to speculate. You can make out a good case for either conclusion. Of course, if we could wait the several years till he's released from prison, we might follow him closely and see where he leads us. And if all of us are around at that time, we may just decide to do it. I'll be back shortly. So many things. On one level, it is the fluid that circulates through our system and carries the necessary items of life. It can also mean passion, heritage, temperament, relationship. It is not only the basic stuff of the body, it is also the essence of the soul. Blood. It is shadow and it is substance. And it carries within itself the true meaning of humanity. Our cast included John Lithgow, Russell Horton, Ray Owens, and Bryna Rayburn. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I am E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the world of terrifying imagination. Our story deals with fate. Some call it luck. Whatever it is, it works in the strangest ways to reward us or defeat us. Our mystery drama, No Hiding Place, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sidney Sloan and stars Larry Haynes. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Everything looked right to Charles Powell that crisp September morning when he walked into his executive office at the J.P. McCready Company. And why shouldn't it? Charlie Powell was a big shot there. At 37, executive vice president of one of the largest manufacturers of heavy construction equipment in the country. And he had done it all in less than 12 years. It was a real-life Horatio Alger story, even to his being engaged to J.P. McCready's daughter, Allison. How could anything go wrong? But it did, the moment he walked into his private office.
Yes, Elsie.
There's someone to see you.
Appointment?
No, sir, but he says that you'll see him. Mr. Powell, maybe I'd better come in and explain.
Yes, all right, come in.
Sorry if I sounded strange, but really, Mr. Powell, that man is kind of frightening.
Frightening?
Well, he just sits there and grins at me. I told him you didn't see people without an appointment. He said, oh, he'll see me. Just tell him it's an old friend, Clint. Do you know anybody by that name?
Clint. No, it doesn't ring a bell. All right, send him in. I'll get rid of him.
Okay. Don't say I didn't warn you. Mr. Powell will see you.
Nice of you to see me, Mr. Powell.
Well, I try to see everybody, Mr.
Just Clint. I don't think you ever knew me by anything but Clint. You must remember, Mr. Powell.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't...
Come on, give it a try. Give it a good try.
Now, look here, I'm busy, and I have neither the time nor the patience.
You must be putting on an act, Mr. Charles Powell. Or maybe this will jolt your memory. 3541063.
What?
Yeah. I thought that would do it, Charlie. I thought that might help you remember.
Charles?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. McCready. I guess I was daydreaming.
Something bothering you, young man?
Oh, no.
I hope not. Here I take you to the best French restaurant in town. You pick at your food, gaze into space, send your dinner away hardly touched.
Oh, did I send all that good food back without eating it?
You did? I particularly wanted to see you alone, Charles, because I have a little news for you.
News? What kind of news, Mr. McCready?
And that's another thing. You're so damned formal with me, Mr. McCready. Do you realize that in exactly 5 weeks you're going to be one of the family?
Yes, of course I realize. How could I overlook it when Allison keeps reminding me regularly?
Very well, then. Do you think it proper to call your father-in-law to be Mr. McCready? If you don't start calling me John...
Okay, John it'll be.
I'm going to leak a little information to you.
Yes?
As you know, I've been thinking of stepping down from the presidency of the company.
Yes, well, it has been rumored, but I wish you'd reconsider. Now, sincerely, the place wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, I'll still be there, Charlie. I'm not giving up my stock. The name of the company will still be J.P. McCready Company. The only difference will be that you will be sitting at my desk.
Sitting at your desk? Well, I thought Hedges was slated to take over when you stepped down.
No. Well, Tom was seriously considered, but he's a bit too old for the job. No, the company needs young blood.
Well, I'm really bowled over.
I've watched you grow. Come up on merit, ability. You're going to go far, my boy. Of course, the board will have to vote on your appointment, but that, as the saying goes, is in the bag.
Well, there's something you've omitted, John. You haven't asked me if I wanted the job.
Is it necessary to ask? I remember another lunch with you several years ago. We got talking about ambitions, and you said that you would never be satisfied with second best. It had to be the top job, or you'd move on.
Yes. But that was before this morning.
What?
Nothing. Just mumbling.
I'd like to know how you feel about it, Charles.
Well, even to be considered for the position is an honor, Mr. John.
And your answer?
Let me think it over. I must think it over.
Trying to collect your life insurance, Charles?
What?
The way you're driving. Are you out to get me, yourself, or both of us?
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I guess I didn't realize how fast I was going. This car has more power than it needs.
More than I need.
I'm sorry.
At least it gave us a topic for conversation.
What did?
You're driving. Darling, I'm the girl you asked to marry you. Something is troubling you, something big.
Allison, did your father tell you what he's planning?
Dad never tells me anything. I have an idea he thinks of me as a bird brain.
He wants me to take over the presidency of the company.
That's marvelous. Couldn't have made a better choice.
Well, you're prejudiced.
But it's a nice kind of prejudice.
I don't think I'll accept.
What? But, darling, it's right for you. You've worked toward that goal. You're the right man for the job.
Am I?
What is this? Lack of confidence, buck fever? You're being ridiculous, darling.
No, I'm being practical and sensible. My being president of the McCready Company would bring nothing but trouble.
What are you saying?
I'm even considering resigning my present job.
Why?
Allison...
Tell me. Whatever it is, I'll never stop loving you.
I'll tell you. When I get up enough courage. Please, darling, be patient with me. Just be patient. I love you, too.
So you finally got here. Thought you were going to forget our appointment.
Now, you didn't really think that, Clint.
No, I knew you'd come. You wouldn't dare not to come. Sit. You got it with you?
Yes, I've got it.
In small bills?
5s, 10s, as specified.
Let's have it.
Here.
And a pretty manila envelope, too. Nice and neat. Thanks.
Now, look, I don't know how much longer I can do this.
You'll do it as long as I say.
And if I run out of money?
You'll just have to scrounge around and find more.
Well, I'm thinking of quitting my job.
You wouldn't want to do that, Charlie.
Well, suppose it gets too much for me and I say, go ahead, spill what you know.
Oh, you wouldn't do that. You're going to marry a very rich girl. Couple of extra yards ain't going to change your manner of living. Even a couple extra grand.
How long are you going to suck my blood?
I don't like the way you put that, Charlie. I'd rather you'd think of it like it was sort of sharing the wealth. You got the bread. I got nothing. This way, we both got something. I got a nice living, and you got your freedom.
Hello?
Charles?
Oh, yes, Mr. Yes, John.
Sorry to bother you at this hour. You wanted to sleep, were you?
At 10:15, no.
The reason I'm calling...
Yes.
Is something bothering you, my boy?
Well, I've had some things on my mind lately. I'm sorry it was so noticeable.
Well, It occurred to me that a young man gets a bit absent-minded as the day of his wedding approaches. Perhaps a bit frightened.
No, it isn't that, J.P. Oh, excuse me, John. Someone's at my door. Hold on. Just a moment.
Forgive me for coming here.
Shh. I've got your father on the phone. Come in, darling. Hello, John. It was just the porter with a package. What were you saying?
Oh, nothing really. I'm just concerned. Whatever's troubling you can be taken care of. I'm backing you all the way.
Well, I appreciate your feelings, J.P., but there really is no cause for concern. I'll snap out of this in a day or so.
Good. It's reassuring to hear you say that. Forgive me for disturbing you.
No, I wasn't disturbed. Thanks for calling.
Good night.
Good night, J.P.
Even Dad notices that something is wrong.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in 3 days. You trying to tell me something?
All I want to tell you is that I love you very much.
From a distance. I called you at your office twice this afternoon.
Allison, I can't keep this from you. I thought I could, but every day, every hour, it grows bigger. Until now, it feels as though it's going to engulf me. And you, our life, everything that has meaning for me.
Darling.
No, hear me out. And then if you want to go out that door quietly, I won't say anything more, and you can forget that you've ever known me.
Loved you? Are you trying to say you don't want to marry me? That you've stopped loving me?
Darling, it's because I love you that I'm going to tell you. I considered keeping the whole matter from you, writing out the trouble and probably overcoming it.
Darling, how little you know me. No matter what the trouble is, I want to be with you. If you want me.
Allison, I'm a fraud.
What?
I'm not Charles Powell. It's a name I assumed to hide my real identity. Want me to go on?
Yes, darling. Go on.
At the age of 22, I was charged and convicted of murder and sent to San Quentin for life. I was innocent. Evidence, circumstantial evidence. Court-appointed attorney who didn't know what to do or didn't care. A weak effort to appeal, which was refused, and there I was, at 22, in prison for life. Chance of a parole only after serving 20 years. I'd be old, all my young life confined in prison. So, when I had a chance to get out...
You escaped.
And ran for 2 years. Do you know what it means to be hunted? You can't get a job, you have no place to live, you can't ever sleep for fear someone will see you and turn you in.
Oh, darling.
I was ready to give myself up when I suddenly discovered that it wasn't necessary to run any longer. I picked up a 2-week-old newspaper and read a report of my death.
What?
Yes, a man had been burned to death in a flophouse fire. The only thing he had on him was something that I had kept, my only possession. A locket belonging to my mother. It had a picture of her taken when she married my father. And it had been stolen from me as I lay asleep in a freight car. I guess the thief thought it was gold. It was just cheap gold plate.
And the man was identified as you?
My mother and father's names were inscribed on the back. The man was so badly burned that the locket was the only thing that could possibly identify him. And after 2 years of hunting, the authorities were glad to close the file on Robert Hagen.
Robert Hagen? Sounds so strange. The name doesn't fit you.
Oh, it sounds strange to me, too, now. Darling, I'm innocent. I never did it. It was all a mistake.
I don't doubt that for an instant, dearest. I only wish you'd never told me.
I had to tell you. You see, someone knows who I am. He's blackmailing me.
When you're being blackmailed, you don't have many alternatives. Charles Powell's whole life, his future, the happiness of the woman he loves, all hang by a very thin, flimsy thread. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. When Charles Powell chose to give in to his blackmailer, he didn't envision the trouble that was building up for him. "Just keep paying and I'll keep my mouth shut," his blackmailer assured him. But then something happened that threatened to destroy Charles' fragile security.
Yes, Elsie?
Mr. Hamill is here to see you.
George Hamill? Well, we're not playing tennis until tomorrow.
I know that, Charlie. I've got something else to talk about. Business.
Business? Yours or mine?
Mine, but it concerns you.
Okay, come in, George.
Sorry to barge in on you. I know you're busy.
Well, I'm never too busy to see George Hamill, rising young district attorney and next governor of the state.
Your humor creaks, Charlie. Seriously, I've got something that sort of disturbs me.
Oh? What does?
Well, last night in a bar over on the west side, a man was bashed over the head with a bottle. He's in serious condition.
Well, what has that got to do with me?
Well, the man who did the bashing, an ex-con by the name of Clinton Livitz.
Yes?
Well, he's asking for you. Says you'll go as bail. Now, what I want to know is, how does a guy like you get mixed up with a Joe like that?
Now, George, what did you think? That he and I were buddies or something?
I didn't know what to think.
Well, I do know the man. He applied for a job with the company a week or so ago. The foreman who interviewed him discovered he was an ex-con, and he refused to hire him. It was brought to my attention when one of the societies that helps ex-cons called me.
So you got him a job in the plant?
No, I couldn't. I mean, I wouldn't go over the head of the foreman, but I did see him, and I handed him a couple of dollars.
Couple of dollars? You know how much money he had on him when we brought him in? $276.
Oh, well, maybe he got lucky at the races with the money I gave him.
How much was it?
Oh, gee, I don't remember. 15, 20. I just took it out of my pocket and handed it to him. It was a way of easing my conscience. I felt bad about the way our foreman had treated him.
Well, take my word for it. This Clint Livitz is a bad customer. Stay away from him.
What will become of him?
We'll go back to the pen where he belongs.
What's the bail set at?
5,000. You're not seriously considering putting it up, are you?
No, I was just asking.
Because if you are, that's the last you'll see of your money. And for that matter, Mr. Livitz, he'll jump bail.
Please, George, I'm a big boy now, and I think I can make my own decisions.
Well, who would have thought it? Charles Powell Bleeding Heart.
Now, look, we've been friends for over 5 years. When you were running for DA, I backed you with substantial contributions. I like you. You're my friend. Now, let's not kick that all out because of some stupid disagreement.
No. Let's not kick it out. I'm sorry, Charlie. But I just can't understand what your connection with that ex-con is.
Now, Mr. Powell, I hope you'll understand. I accept Clinton Livitz's case with strong reservations.
Yes, I understand, Mr.
As an
Hargrave.
attorney, well, how shall I put it?
You don't like your client.
Exactly. However, I shall do my best to get him off, or at least get him a light sentence. I'm extremely pessimistic about Mr. Livitz even showing up for trial.
Yes. George Hamill also said he expected that Livitz would jump his bail.
And you would forfeit $5,000.
Yes, I know.
Now, that doesn't disturb you?
No, I don't believe he'll run.
I see. You want to speak with him? He's been released. He's waiting in the other office.
Not particularly.
He says he wants to see you.
Oh. Well, in that case, yes, I'll see him.
Send Mr. Livitz in. I'll leave you alone. If you need me, I'll be in the other office. Now, come in, Mr. Livitz. Mr. Powell will speak to you.
Thanks.
I'll be back when you call. Just flip the switch on the intercom.
Yes, I will. Well, you sure know how to complicate things, Clint.
Story of my life.
Do you realize you could go up for 1 to 5 years for what you've done?
No, it couldn't happen.
What do you mean it couldn't happen?
Because you wouldn't let it happen, Charlie.
Look, even with the best lawyer defending you, he can't guarantee he'll win the case.
You won't let me go to prison, Charlie.
I'm doing my best for you, but...
No buts. I'm not going back to the pen.
Okay, you're not going back. Now, just suppose, during the trial, if things look bad, we get you out of town and let you run for it, forfeit your bail.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? I'd be out of your hair, and all it would cost you would be the 5 G's for the bail.
No. I'd give you a substantial sum.
Oh, Mr. Powell, no sale. I'm too old to run.
Well, suppose I got you out of the country.
With a good hunk of bread stashed away for me?
Swiss bank account.
I don't know. Why don't we play it by ear?
Come in.
You wanted to see me, J.P.?
Yes. Can you spare a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I've heard it on the grapevine that you were... how shall I put it? That you were aiding some ex-convict in trouble with the police. That true?
Yes, it's true, John, and I think I know what kind of grapes grow on that grapevine.
All right. Now, George Hamill.
Oh, that damn busybody. Why can't he stick to his job and...
Now, George is a friend. He tells me that the man you're protecting is a rather reprehensible character.
Will you let me explain? It's just a matter of policy, my helping this man.
Policy?
Well, yes, you did ask me a few days ago to consider taking over the job of running this company.
You're going to accept?
Well, I was going to tell you today.
Wonderful. Wonderful news. Allison will be delighted. I know she's been worried about your seeming reluctance.
Oh, no, not reluctant any longer. In fact, I've got all sorts of ideas about what I want to do. This business of giving a hand to ex-convicts is just one of them. Do you realize what this would mean in publicity for the company? To take an interest in the rehabilitation of men who would otherwise be lost, a burden to the taxpayer? I'm going to hire a PR man. We're going to be the big corporation with a heart, J.P. Lies, and more lies. How can I keep all these phony stories straight, Allison? It's like a long, dark tunnel with no ending.
It will end, and it will all turn out all right. Don't lose your courage. Now I love you and need you. We'll worry this out together.
You know what I've considered.
What?
Going to the authorities and saying, look, I'm Robert Hagan, the man you think died 13 years ago.
No, darling, they'd throw you back into prison.
Well, I'd hire the best lawyers.
No, Charles, don't. Please don't take such a chance. What would I do without you?
Darling, I don't know how much longer I can stand this pressure. I've got to do something to free myself.
Why not give him a lot of money and ask him to go away? Promise to stay away forever.
In Hargrave's office, I suggested that he jump bail and get out of the country.
What did he say?
Well, when I mentioned a big sum, I didn't exactly say how much. A Swiss bank account. He was interested.
Did he say he would accept?
Well, we were interrupted, and he didn't say definitely.
Offer him anything. Just get him to go.
Well, how would I get a large sum of money together? I have some small investments, a fair bank account, but what he might want would be beyond me.
You forget you're marrying a very rich girl.
Oh, no, I wouldn't think of that.
Don't give me that male ego business. I've got money. Dad was nice enough to give me a big hunk when I was 21.
Now, look, Allison.
With all my earthly goods, I thee endow.
We're not married yet.
You're not going to back out now, not after I've endowed you with all my earthly... Or is it worldly goods?
You are the nuttiest woman I've ever known.
See, I've got you laughing. Darling, all our troubles are going to evaporate, vanish.
No. It won't work, Allison. It'll never work.
But you said...
No. Clint Livitz will never stick to any bargain. He'll want more, and he'll want more. He'll never be satisfied.
If we got him out of the country...
What's to keep him from coming back when he's broke, or even threatening us from abroad? I gave him $1,000 in cash only a few days ago. When he was picked up in the bar, he had only about $270-some left. In a matter of 2 days, he'd squandered over $700.
But if he were made to understand that the sum agreed on was all he was going to get...
Can't I make you understand? We're not dealing with a rational, honest man. He'll agree to anything. And then when his money runs out or he decides he wants more, he'll be right back.
What can you do?
There are only 2 things one can do about a blackmailer. Keep on paying and paying forever.
And the other?
And the other? Kill him.
Just two ways to deal with a blackmailer. Charles now must face his conscience. The thought that has been in the hidden recesses of his mind has been spoken aloud. We will be back shortly with Act 3. Charles Powell's life has reached a climax. He must make a decision to rid himself forever of his blackmailer. And perhaps that very decision will destroy his life and the life of the woman he loves. The alternative is to keep paying and paying, never feeling safe.
Oh, Allison, I was,
You were expecting him, weren't you?
Yes.
I gathered as much when I called you at the office this afternoon. Aren't you going to ask me in?
Yeah, come in.
You were so evasive.
Well, he, wanted to see me this evening. He, wants more money.
And you're going to give it to him?
Well, I haven't many choices, have I?
You mentioned one.
No, Allison, I'm sorry I let that slip out. I didn't mean it. I couldn't go through with that if I wanted to.
I could.
What? Honey, you don't know what you're saying.
I know very well what I'm saying. How long do you think you can keep this business hidden?
Well, I don't know. Maybe forever. Look, he's not a young man. All those years in prison, the kind of life he's led. How many years do you think he has left? He could die tomorrow.
He could do something tomorrow that would expose the whole game, and then where would we be? No, Charles, I love you. I want us to marry and live a good, peaceful life. How can we with all that hanging over us?
Oh, Allison, darling, you don't really know what you're suggesting. Look, maybe if we could get him to leave the country.
You said there were only two ways to deal with a blackmailer. To keep paying?
No, to murder him is unthinkable.
George Hamill asked me to stop by at his office this afternoon.
Why?
He's not stupid. The story you gave my father about helping ex-convicts as a public relations stunt didn't wash with him. He wanted to know what I know.
Well, he was just fishing.
The best way would be to make it look like an accident.
Allison, we
Hear me out. A car accident.
How? If I cracked up with Clint in the car, I might be the one who gets it. And what guarantee do we have that he would die?
No, you can't be in the same car. If he were in another car and you were following him, and if you raced ahead of him and cut him off and forced him to crash off the road.
Oh, if. It's too iffy. It's so impossible. It's so dreamlike.
It was a dream. Last night I dreamt you were in a car with me. We saw Clint up ahead of us. I said, there's Clint ahead of us. Cut him off and make him crash. Faster. We've nearly caught him. Now we're alongside him. Force him over. Cut in front of him. Then I woke up. I was calling out. I was afraid someone had hurt me.
Oh, my darling.
It was all so real.
Oh, that's Clint now. Honey, you go out the back door. I'll phone you later.
I'm going to stay and meet him.
No.
I'm staying. I've got something to say to him.
He won't like your being here.
Well, it sure took long enough. What's the idea, Powell?
This is my fiancée, Allison McCready.
What's she doing here?
Will you come in and stop being childish?
I ain't saying a thing. You got nothing on me. And remember, Mr. Powell, you got a lot more to lose than I have.
You're not going to lose anything, Mr. Livitz. You're going to gain by my being here.
Yeah?
Mr. Powell has told me his story, and I agree that it must not get out.
Go on.
I've a lot more money than... Let me put it this way. Charles and I are going to be married. We want you to leave the country.
I bet you do.
Now, look, Clint, you'll do better by accepting our proposition.
We intend to hand you $50,000.
And an airplane ticket. One way.
And never come back.
And never come back.
Well, I always wanted to travel, but...
What?
50 G's. Just chicken feed.
Well, that's all there is.
Not enough. I'm thinking around $250,000.
Out of the question. I'm not going to bargain with you. I can raise 100,000.
No, Allison.
It's worth it, Charles, if we can depend on Clint to wipe the whole matter out of his memory and just go away.
Oh, you can depend on me. I'll keep my bargain.
Then it's a deal?
A deal.
Good. It'll take about 10 days to raise the money.
I ain't in a hurry. You are. And, speaking of money, that was the reason I, came tonight, Charlie.
Yeah, here. That's 500.
What? Instead of G like the last...
That's all I could raise in a hurry. When that runs out, I'll have more. You went through that first 1,000 awfully fast.
Well, I got rolled in that bar where I had the trouble.
Oh, that reminds me, your trial comes up in less than 3 weeks.
Yeah. Lawyer called me at my hotel. To see if I was still around, I guess.
Our plan is for you to jump your bail.
I'll forfeit the 5,000 I put up for it.
And get you out of the country.
With a keister full of green. Hey, wait. I ain't got a passport.
Now, that can be arranged, Clint. Just leave that to me.
Okay, friends. You got yourself a deal.
Say, Charlie. You're going to put this meal on your expense account, I hope.
Too rich for your blood, George?
Too rich for my pocketbook.
That's JP's favorite French restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Nice to have wealthy, high-paid executives for friends. I'm a simple man. I like simple things. And I like simple answers.
Meaning?
How long are you going to cling to that cockamamie story about your helping ex-cons rehabilitate themselves?
Oh, it's the McCoy, George.
That guy got something on you, Charles?
Pardon, monsieur, the telephone for you.
Oh, yes, thank you. Where is it?
It is here, monsieur. I will plug it in for you.
Thank you.
Just like the movies.
Yeah. Hello?
Charles?
Oh, yes, Allison.
I know George Hamill's with you, else he told me you were lunching with him. Listen to what I'm going to say, but don't let on to George.
Yes, dear. Allison says hello, and to remind you that in 2.5 weeks, she wants to see you at the church promptly at 11.
I'll try to remember.
Okay. He's all set, darling. Now, what's so important?
It's got to be tonight. I'll have the house all to myself.
Why is the color scheme so important?
The housekeeper and her husband are going into town to see their 15-year-old son in the high school play.
Well, I don't see that that's such a problem. Choose whatever color will make the bridesmaids happy.
Rent a car and let Clint take it to drive out and be here promptly at 9. Do not come together. You come out in your own car, but first report it broken down. Have it picked up tomorrow morning. You'll bring it back after it's all over. Understand? We did not see each other. You couldn't get here because your car was out of order.
Oh, yes, I follow, dear. I follow. I'm not sure I agree.
I have a .22 target pistol. I know how to use it.
Yes, I know you have to ask him to come, dear, but then what do we do with the unwelcome guest?
There's a spot about 100 yards behind the house. We get him out there in a wheelbarrow. There's a hole, an old cesspool. We drop him in. Quick climb. Gardener's got several bags.
But, suppose the gardener wants to supply some flowers for
He's been gone over a year, fired. We didn't hire one after that. As soon as it's all over, we'll take the rental car and dump it over the edge of the road near town. You know that bad place where there's no shoulder on the road and only a flimsy guardrail?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know.
We dump the car there. Let it smash up. If it catches fire, so much the better. Then you take me back to the house and rush back to the city. Report the rental car stolen. You've been in your apartment all evening. Understand?
Yes, the color scheme suits me fine, dear. You sure have it all planned. No baubles, no slip-ups.
All planned.
Yes, I'll be in my office till late tonight, 9 at least, if you want to reach me.
Good. That was for George's ears, wasn't it?
Yes, that's correct, Allison. Now look, I have a report to get out. If you've completed your instructions, I'll get back to my lunch with George. Goodbye, dear.
Wow. And that's only the beginning, Charlie. Wait till she gets you signed on the dotted line.
Mr. Powell, something terrible's happened.
What is it, Elsie?
There's been a terrible accident on the late shift. Man's caught in a machine. The big press, they said.
Oh, good Lord. Has the hospital been called?
I don't know.
Well, call them on your phone. I've got to use this one.
Yes, sir. I'll call.
And then call down to the plant and tell them I'm coming down. If it's what I think it is, the machine will have to be partially dismantled.
Yes, sir.
Allison, listen, there's a change of plans.
Charles, where are you?
I'm still at the office. Something's happened.
It's 8:30. He'll be here at 9.
Yes, I know. He has the rental car. I got it for him.
When will you be here?
Well, there's been a bad accident on the night shift. A man's caught in the big metal press. I've got to help get him out.
But us? What about us?
Well, when he comes, stall him. Just tell him what happened, why I'm delayed.
I haven't got the money, Charles.
Tell him I'm bringing the money, the airplane ticket, and the passport. Just stall him.
I'll do my best, but hurry. He scares me.
10 o'clock, an hour late. I hope he's still there. The lights are on. I'm not too late. He's still here. He's still here. Allison! Allison! Open up! Clint! Clint, don't leave! Clint, wait! Will you wait? I'm here! Clint! Clint! I gotta stop him. I gotta catch him.
Off and make him crash. Make him crash. Cut him off. Faster. We've nearly got him. You're alongside him.
Clint. Clint, will you stop? I'll run you off the road.
Force him over. Force him over. You've cut him off. You've done it.
Crashed and burning. Let him burn. Come on. Will you answer the phone? Oh. Yeah, just a moment. Oh, George. George, it's kind of late for a visit. Come in.
Thanks.
I was just trying to phone Allison. Boy, what a night this has been. There was an accident at the plant. Peterson. I hope they don't have to amputate.
I heard.
Yes, and then when I got outside, I had a date with Allison. The car that I had rented this morning was missing. It was stolen.
What happened to that great, big, powerful foreign job of yours?
Oh, it wouldn't start this morning. Had Elsie call the service people, but they haven't picked it up yet. I just called them. They have a night answering service.
You've had a busy evening.
Yeah, very.
Well, I think I can clear up one of your puzzles, Charlie. Your rental car was found with a thief in it.
You, caught him?
Dead. Burned to a cinder.
Oh.
Must have been going at a terrific speed. Tire marks on the road as he went off. Cracked up and burned.
Yeah. Some kid?
No. This may surprise you. It's your protege, Clint Livitz. We found enough of him to identify him. And a slightly burnt, but still usable bankroll of sizable proportions.
Well, that, closes his case, doesn't it?
And opens up several others. Incidentally, where were you all evening?
Home. After I got back from the plant.
You didn't go out?
Well, I told you, my rental car got stolen. I came home by cab to change my clothes. The big car is out of commission.
I won't play games with you, Charlie. I checked it in the driveway just before I came up. The engine is still quite warm. You want to explain that?
No, I don't want to explain.
Charlie, I'm arresting you for murder. I must warn you that what...
George, what are you talking about? Are you accusing me of Clint Livitz's death?
No, that was obviously an accident. I'm holding you for the murder of Allison McCready. The girl you were going to marry. And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the evidence is conclusive. Charles killed his lovely fiancée because she discovered his real identity. An escaped convict. A killer sentenced to life for another murder. The testimony of the housekeeper, Mrs. Francis, cannot be doubted. She did not leave the house as he thought. She saw him run from the house, jump into his car, and race away. And then she discovered the body of Allison McCready shot through the head.
Your Honor, may I make a statement before you pronounce sentence? I did not kill Allison. I loved her. To say anything more in my defense is useless and unnecessary. Allison is dead. All I ask is that I be given the chance to follow her. Swiftly. And efficiently.
And so a man is twice accused of murder and twice sentenced for the crime. A weary man who asks only to be allowed to follow the woman he loved. I'll be back shortly. And there we have it. Charles Powell's joust with fate. What difference did it make that he knew that Clint had murdered Allison? They didn't believe him, and he was too weary to try to make them believe. Our cast included Larry Haynes, Ann Meacham, Jackson Beck, Sidney Walker, and Tom Kleiner. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. We turn this time to a classic melodrama, an incredible chiller. I say incredible because it was written by a 19th century lady who seldom left her house. I speak, of course, of Charlotte Bronte, most famous of the three literary sisters whose strange brother, Patrick Branwell, was the prototype for some of the men in their novels. The day of the governess is past, but she was quite a fixture in the days when opulent mansions housed the wealthy, with a housekeeper and staff of servants who sometimes shared dark secrets. Our mystery drama Jane Eyre has been adapted from the Charlotte Bronte classic especially for the Mystery Theater by Elizabeth Pennell and stars Patricia Elliott and Arnold Moss. Now to meet our Victorian heroine. Jane Eyre has been hired as a teacher with one pupil, in a mansion which dominates a remote English countryside, a setting much like that where the Bronte sisters lived and dreamed of adventure. As we begin, Jane has volunteered to post a letter for the housekeeper. The nearest village is 2 miles away, but she welcomes the opportunity to walk by herself across the moor. It is a January afternoon, and the ground is hard, the air still, and the road lonely. At the top of a hill, Jane pauses to enjoy the view. And suddenly, she is not alone.
First the dog, and then a man on horseback, galloping furiously. I had not noticed the icy patch on the road, nor had the rider, until too late. With a slithering crash, horse and rider went down.
Oh, what the deuce?
Are you injured, sir?
I'm not sure.
Let me help you.
Stand to one side.
But you're hurt. I'll go for help.
No. I don't seem to have any broken bones, only this confounded ankle.
You can't stay here on this lonely road if you're unable to mount your horse.
Where do you come from?
Just below.
That house with the battlements?
Yes, sir.
Well, whose house is it?
Mr. Rochester's.
Do you know Mr. Rochester?
I have never seen him.
Well, who the devil are you?
I am the governess.
I see. Well, if you're not afraid, grab hold of my horse's bridle. Lead him over here to me.
I know little of horses.
Now, come here. Let me lean on you. That will do. Now hand me my whip. Thank you. Come along, pilots.
He rode off, and I continued down the road to the village by myself, wondering about this gruff stranger. For me, it had been quite an adventure, so I took my time getting back to the house. When I reached it, the housekeeper was in the entranceway.
Pilot, hush up.
Mrs. Fairfax, that dog.
Yes, he came with his master.
With whom?
Mr. Rochester. He arrived shortly after you went to post the letter.
That couldn't have been...
Mr. Rochester has had an accident. His horse fell, and his ankle is sprained.
Did he ask about me?
Miss Eyre, I have not yet had a chance to tell him about you. The surgeon has been sent for.
Next day, I was summoned by Mrs. Fairfax to be presented to the master of the house. He was unmistakably the same dour personage I had already encountered.
Sit down, Miss Eyre. I've examined Adele and find you've taken great pains with her.
She is a pleasant child.
I understand you've lived in my house for the past 3 months. And you came from...
From Lowood School.
Ah, yes. A charitable institution and a grim one, from all I've heard. How long were you there?
8 years.
You must have a sturdy constitution.
I welcomed the opportunity to get away.
No doubt. Who are your parents?
I have none.
Or ever had, I suppose?
I don't remember them. I was left as an orphan with an aunt who hated me. The Lowood School was a joy compared to her house.
Any other relatives?
I've heard of an uncle on my father's side, but I doubt if he knows I exist. He lives in Madeira.
Who recommended that you come here?
I advertised, and Mrs. Fairfax answered my advertisement.
You have no friends, I presume?
None but the pupils and teachers of Lowood. And now, those of you at Thornfield.
Mm-hmm. You've lived the life of a nun. But I must say it has not broken your spirit. How old are you?
18.
Old enough for some accomplishments. I saw some sketches in the schoolroom. Are there others?
I have a portfolio.
Send it to my room. And now I'm tired. You may go.
It's true that I do not frighten easily, and I was content as the days went by to be left with my pupil or to wander alone through that enormous house. One day, I climbed through a trapdoor onto the roof. Oh, a fine place for sketching. As I started down the 3rd floor staircase, this dreadful sound sent me running. Mrs. Fairfax! Mrs. Fairfax!
Yes, my dear.
I didn't know there was anyone upstairs.
Why, there's not. That wing of the house is quite empty.
But I heard someone laughing. Oh, such a terrible laugh.
Oh, that. It must be Grace Poole.
Grace Poole? One of the servants. She acts quite unbalanced at times. But where have you been? Mr. Rochester wants to see you. I found him seated by the fire, and as the light played over his stern features, his dark eyes had a softness out of keeping with his manner. He caught me off guard.
You examine me, Miss Eyre. Do you think me handsome?
No, sir.
What fault do you find with me?
Mr. Rochester, I shouldn't have answered that way.
Don't criticize me. Go ahead. Does my forehead not please you? Do you think I'm a fool?
Far from it.
Well, you look puzzled. And a puzzled air keeps those searching eyes from studying my face. I'm feeling gregarious and communicative tonight. Talk to me.
I have nothing to say.
Well, then I'll make you say something. From your point of view, I'm sure I'd be judged a sinner.
I do not make judgments.
Oh, you would if you knew how I've wasted all my years.
Why do you regret the past when there's a future to look forward to?
I look forward to nothing but misery.
But you have Adele and...
Indeed. I rue the day I became encumbered with that brat.
Well, then why did you make her your ward?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Children annoy me. But I told you I feel talkative. Wouldn't you like to know something about Adele?
If you wish to tell me. The child has no more memory of her parents than I do of mine.
Her mother was a dancer. I found her in Paris, a glorious creature with whom I fell madly in love. She played me for a fool from the beginning, taking my money, giving a heart to a handsome devil of an army officer by whom she had a child, and claimed the child was mine. Well, does that shock you, Miss Eyre?
No. But if the child was not yours, why do you feel responsible?
Because the infant was abandoned.
Which proves that you are a man of compassion.
Perhaps. But I have no feeling for that girl. The less I see of her, the better. And if you don't like my attitude, you're not compelled to stay here.
Oh, now you have shocked me. Adele is a lonely little orphan, forsaken by her mother and disowned by you. Already she leans on me as a friend, and I will do my best to comfort her. I stayed out of his way after that, hoping he would soon be leaving. Then one night, I was awakened. That terrible sound again, followed by a moan which came from just outside my door. With shaking hands, I put on my robe, opened the bedroom door, and... Who's there? Who is there? In the far distance, someone was climbing the stairs. And very faintly, a door closed. At my feet, on the matting of the floor, a candle burned in a low candlestick. I picked it up and walked along the corridor, drawn by the strong smell of smoke. A door, usually closed tight, was ajar. Mr. Rochester's bedroom, and the smoke was coming from there, billowing out and getting thicker. Mr. Rochester, wake up! The draperies at the head of his bed were on fire. I grabbed a pitcher from the washstand and...
What the devil?
A fire, sir. Get up quickly.
In the name of all the elves in Christendom, is that Jane Eyre? What have you done with me?
Your bed was on fire.
What brought you to my bedroom?
There was someone in the hallway. Someone who cried out and then went upstairs.
I see. You said you saw no one but heard a cry.
Yes, I thought it must be that Grace Poole.
Exactly so. The unfortunate woman has nightmares.
I was relieved to learn next day that Mr. Rochester had taken off on one of his journeys. But when he returned, I saw quite a different side of his complex personality.
Oh, Miss Jane, it's nice to have music and laughter in the house.
I thought I heard singing last night. There are ladies staying here?
Mr. Rochester has brought several guests. There's Mr. Mason, Mrs. Eshton and her daughters, and I wish you could catch a glimpse of Lady Blanche Ingram.
What is she like?
A great beauty. What a fine couple they make. I'm hoping that what I've heard may be true. And what is that? That they will be married. Oh, Lady Blanche is years younger than Mr. Rochester, but so gay and charming. I tell you, life will be very different at Thornfield Hall. What has come over me? As I lay in bed, my heart is filled with a great longing. Severely, I say to myself, tomorrow, Jane Eyre, look in the mirror and draw your own picture faithfully without softening one defect. Omit no harsh line and write under it, portrait of a governess, disconnected, poor, and plain. In due course, I was introduced to the ladies who ignored me and Adele so completely that it was easy to stay out of their way. Then one night, as I sat alone in my room, there was such a commotion that I opened the door. Mr. Mason needs help!
Rochester, for heaven's sake, come back to your rooms, all of you. Except for you, Jane Eyre.
What's happened?
I need you. Come this way, take my hand. It's dark going up the stairs.
But, Mr. Rochester...
I trust you don't turn sick at the sight of blood.
I hope not, although I've never been tested.
Steady now. Through this doorway.
Could this be the disturbing Grace Poole at last? But I caught only the sight of a receding form, a woman in a gray sweater and long black dress. Our attention was focused on the bed, where the guest, Mr. Mason, lay with blood streaming from a gash on his head.
Quickly, Jane, hold that basin while I sponge his wounds.
She's a fiend incarnate. I won't live through the night.
Nonsense, man, nonsense. You've nothing but scratches.
She stabbed me. Barely missed my jugular vein. I'm bleeding to death.
Courage, Richard. You'll survive.
But my arm, she sank her teeth into it.
We'll get the doctor as soon as we can. Just be calm.
Calm? She sucked my blood and said she would drain my heart.
Surely after this murderous attack, Grace Poole would be removed from the household. But weeks later, I saw the retreating form of the woman in gray and black starting up the attic stairs, only while she was still on the stairway, from overhead, I heard...
How's that for a chilling turn of events? The upper floors of Thornfield Hall appear to be occupied by demons, not the least of which is the murderous Grace Poole. Why would such a servant be left to roam the corridors? And what brings on a laugh which now seems to be disembodied? I assure you that more harrowing developments lie ahead. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. The unfortunate Mr. Mason apparently made a quick recovery. In any event, the guests all departed as suddenly as they had come. And so did Mr. Rochester. I don't think I'd like to spend a night at Thornfield Hall, much less be confined there without knowing what was going on. But Jane Eyre was used to being rebuffed when she asked questions. And in spite of her strange environment, she had never enjoyed such a life of ease. Her pupil, though not especially bright, was eager to learn. And Jane spent the rest of the time with her sketchpad and books in the library.
Mr. Rochester has come home, Miss Jane. Oh, and it's all working out just the way I hoped it would. He is planning to marry. Will they be living here? Well, he can answer that himself. He's asked to see you out in the garden.
Thornfield is a pleasant place in summer, isn't it, Jane?
Oh, yes, sir.
You've made yourself quite at home here. I assume you're somewhat attached to this house.
Indeed, I am.
And although I can't understand why you seem to have acquired a certain regard for that foolish child Adele and even for simple Dame Fairfax.
In different ways, I have affection for them both.
And you would be sorry to part with them?
Yes.
Pity. But that's the way it is. The time always comes when one must move on.
But, sir, I'm very happy here.
Yeah, well, that's the extraordinary thing. It'll make parting more difficult.
You mean I must leave Thornfield?
I'm sorry, but you're dismissed as of tonight.
Is it because you are going to be married?
Exactly so.
Soon, sir?
Very soon.
But what about Adele?
I'll send her away to school, and you must get a new situation.
I will advertise immediately. But in the meantime, may I stay on until I have somewhere else to go?
I hope to be a bridegroom in about a month. But I'll find employment for you. In fact, my would-be mother-in-law has already heard of a place where they need a governess in Ireland.
That's a long way off, sir.
From what?
From England and from Thornfield and...
Well?
From you, sir.
It's very interesting that you should say that, Jane. Because when we're alone as we are now, and I'm close to you, I have a queer feeling that I would miss you very much if you should go away.
You will forget me very quickly.
You spoke to me once of the future. What do you look forward to?
Oh, I suppose in my hopeless dreams, I fancy myself as a mistress of my own school for girls.
Oh, Jane. Behind that prim facade, you're fire and ice. You mustn't...
Please, don't talk that way, sir. I wish you happiness in the course you have taken for your future.
What course?
Why, with the beautiful Miss Ingram, your bride.
I have no bride.
But you will have.
Oh, yes, I will. And she is standing now right beside me.
Mr. Rochester, please, let me go.
I am offering you my hand, my heart, and a share of all my possessions.
You are making a fool of me. And my only answer is to laugh in your face.
I ask you to pass through life at my side, to be my second self and best companion.
You have already made your choice, and I can take no more cruelty.
Jane, I have no feeling for the beautiful Blanche no more than she has for me. Our affair is over. I came back to Thornfield to entreat you to accept me as a husband.
If your feelings for me are real, I will be grateful and devoted.
Grateful? Say it quickly. Say you'll marry me.
Mr. Rochester, if you are sincere...
Edward, my name is Edward. If you need an oath, I swear that I love you.
Then, sir, I will marry you.
That's not the way to accept my offer.
Dear Edward. Everything had changed. I was no longer plain Jane Eyre. Of course, I had known from the first moment that Edward Rochester was a man above all others. But in my wildest dreams, I had never dared hope I could be the object of that affectionate heart he tries so hard to keep buried. I still felt insignificant and blushed when he offered to buy me a trousseau and talked about jewels.
And a diamond necklace for my lady?
Oh, no, sir, please, I can't accept
But
it.
you're soon to be Jane Rochester, and that calls for finery for my beauty.
Oh, please, Mr. Rochester.
Who?
Edward. Don't call me things I am not. I am your plain, Quakerish governess.
You have beauty after my own heart, delicate, ethereal.
Oh, puny and insignificant, you mean. You are dreaming, or else... Oh, for pity's sake, don't sneer at me.
I will dress my Jane in satin and lace. And for her wedding, her head shall be covered with a priceless veil.
I was in a world of utter bliss until what you and Mr. Rochester are about to do is wrong. We love one another. He is old enough to be your father. He's nothing like a father, and he looks so young.
You know nothing of men, and no good can come from a union with a gentleman of his station and a lowly governess.
I thought, Mrs. Fairfax, that you and I were friends.
Miss Jane, you must leave Thornfield Hall before it's too late.
Edward was more loving than ever, and I could put up with anything until...
Dearest Jane, last night you were so radiant. Now, what's happened on your wedding day to make you look so pale?
Last night, the most terrible nightmare of them all.
My dearest Jane, you're nervous, that's natural. But soon your mind will be at ease.
Only this time it was more than a nightmare. Something happened.
Well, then tell me about it, although that little head of yours is apt to conjure up all sorts of things.
This was real. I knew that my door had opened, and a woman was standing in my bedroom. She held a candle and examined my wedding dress.
Well, it must have been that stupid Mrs. Fairfax.
No, not Mrs. Fairfax. A large woman with thick hair hanging down her back, in a white gown, or a sheet that looked like a shroud.
Did you see her face?
Not at first. Then she moved stealthily toward me, and the candlelight caught her features. Oh, hideous, savage, like a vampire. And as she leaned over me, I would have screamed in terror, except no sound would come. She blew out the flame and glided from the room.
A most unsettling dream. But after tonight, Jane, you'll have no more, I assure you.
But that's not all, sir.
Well, surely you didn't attempt to go after her.
I was so frightened, I believe I fainted. But when I woke, it was light. And oh, Mr. Rochester, my beautiful veil. It had been torn to shreds.
My poor Jane.
No, you see, sir, it wasn't a dream.
No, I suspect the vindictive Grace Poole.
Mrs. Fairfax would say it is an omen.
You and I, Jane, know how to dispense with omens. And soon we will be far away from here. I'll take you to Spain. We'll tour the world. Come, my dear. This is the happiest day of our lives.
If either of you know any impediment why ye may not lawfully be joined together in matrimony, you do now confess it.
Stop this mockery of a wedding!
Mason, how dare you?
I might say the same to you, sir.
Go on with the ceremony.
It cannot take place.
Pay no attention to this intruder. Go on, I say.
Let Mr. Mason speak.
This marriage is unlawful. It must not be consummated.
But why, Mr. Mason?
Because Mr. Rochester is already married. He has a wife.
Miss Jane, I warned you. I was trying to keep you from...
You should have told the girl.
Leave my innocent Jane out of this.
How can I?
Mason, I should knock your block off.
You won't touch me, and you know it. I'm convinced the girl knows nothing, and I've already been in touch with her uncle.
What do you know of my uncle?
I made inquiries through my solicitor, and I've seen your uncle in Madeira.
You've seen him? Then why hasn't he written to me?
He's very ill. But thank heaven he sent me back here in time to stop the wedding.
Mr. Mason, at the chapel you accused Mr. Rochester of being...
He was prepared to become a bigamist.
He's right, Miss Jane.
Oh, please, I don't understand.
I thought she might be dead. But I found out last April that she was alive, all right.
Who, Mr. Mason?
My sister Bertha. Mr. Rochester's wife.
No, this can't be.
It's true, Jane. If you can call such perversity the truth.
But, Mr. Rochester, you cannot be married.
Bertha Mason is mad, and she came of a mad family.
There may be something in what you say. Yet the law decrees that an incompetent wife must be protected.
The law? For 15 years I've done my duty, and for 12 years she's been no wife to me.
Yet the bonds of marriage are sacred.
I would move heaven and earth to keep my treasured Jane from learning how low one can sink in deprivation. But now her eyes must be opened.
Mr. Rochester...
Lead the way, Mrs. Fairfax. Miss Jane must see for herself what has for so long been hidden on the 3rd floor of Thornfield Hall.
Grace Poole, unlock the door.
Go in, first, Mason. Sometimes she responds to you.
What if she responds the way she did last time?
Go on, you coward. She's with her nurse.
Watch her, Grace. She's not to be trusted. Oh, it is. That's the woman who came to my room last night. Or can she be a human creature?
Careful, miss. She sees you. Wait until Mrs. Poole has her cornered. She is so cunning.
We'd better leave. I know how dangerous she can be.
And that, Jane Eyre, is what they call my wife.
Now we know the secret of that ghostly third floor of Thornfield Hall. Picture, if you will, the scene Jane Eyre was forced to witness. The door was unlocked by the stolid Grace Poole, a somber matron in gray and black. But behind her, groveling on all fours, a wild creature with long hair hanging over her face, like some fearful beast of the jungle. We will mercifully close the door before continuing presently with Act 3. After the devastating events on what was to have been her wedding day, Jane Eyre said not a word, but went directly to her room. Mr. Mason made a sudden departure, and Mrs. Fairfax went about her duties as though nothing had happened. No one came to comfort the heartbroken Jane. And Rochester, he sat on a chair outside Jane's door while the hours passed in deathly silence.
I've been waiting here since yesterday.
And what, may I ask, are you waiting for?
For your tears. Grief and anger cannot be bottled up without destroying the soul.
I am way beyond tears.
And so am I, my dear. Remorse is the poison of life. Berate me. Tell me what you think of me now.
I feel nothing but sorrow for you and that creature up there.
But you have not heard my story. Nothing has been real in my life until I met you.
And now you would make me the victim.
No, never, Jane, never. This time there was to be a future for both of us.
How can you say that when you...
When I was in my 20s, my father sent me to Jamaica. His business was not going well, and he and my brother made a deal with importers named Mason.
A deal for you to marry?
Well, I didn't know that was part of the contract. No one told me that £30,000 was paid for their daughter to marry an Englishman.
But you saw her. You must...
All I saw was an untamed island girl who charmed me with her caresses.
How could you?
She was a handsome woman then, Jane. Now, how was I to know that if it were not for me, she would be sent to the asylum where her mother was, or locked up in prison for some of these things that she had done?
But you lived with her.
Yes, I spent 4 years of hell trying to get medical help, but our case was hopeless. And when my brother and father died, I was left with Thornfield Hall, and no one outside this house, except the doctor and Richard Mason, knew of her existence.
And that's why you're seldom here.
I cannot stand the solitude. Nothing has had any meaning, nothing, until you came, Jane.
And now I must leave you?
No, you can't. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. Do anything you say.
Then let me go in peace. I left Thornfield Hall in the dark of night, and can scarce remember how I stumbled over the moor until I reached the village. It was almost dawn when I found a sleepy man with a carriage. I showed him what money I had and asked him to take me as far as it would go. He put me off at Whitcross.
You want a room at this hour of the morning?
No, I'm looking for employment.
No one needed here.
Do you know any place in the neighborhood where a servant is needed?
I can't say, but I doubt it.
What do most people do in this place?
Some are farm laborers. Some work at the needle factory and the foundry.
Do they employ women?
Nay, it's men's work.
But then what do the women do?
We're poor folk, Mum. And poor folk get along as best they can.
Where can I get some food?
Well, bed and board right on the premises if you can pay the price.
But I can't. Well, then it's off with you. But where can I go? There's the Reverend Rivers out at Moorhouse. How do I get there? Take the road going that way, but it's a long walk. The walk was endless, and a storm had come up. I pulled my thin coat around me, and I was soaked to the skin. At last, a prison-like structure rose through the mist, and before I could reach the knocker, I collapsed on the doorstep.
Well, young lady, you've finally come around.
This is Moorhouse?
Yes, and I'm St. John Rivers. And now you must tell me your name and how I can get in touch with your family.
My name is Jane Eyre, but I have no family.
No relatives at all?
An uncle. If you will give me pen and paper, I will write to him.
Where does he live?
In Madeira.
Oh, that's far away. Give me the name of someone nearby who can come and fetch you.
There's no one. Please, Mr. Rivers, you must help me. Although my heart was heavy, good fortune came my way.
Miss Eyre, you've been of such help at the mission. I don't know how we could have got along without you these past months.
And I'm happy to tell you, sir, that I now have a way to repay your kindness.
Oh, it's been repaid many times over.
No, I've heard from my uncle's executor. I'm soon to inherit what seems to be a vast sum of money.
Well, I'm happy for you, although I hope this does not mean that you'll be leaving us.
I want to share my inheritance with the mission. And then, what I've always wanted, my own girls' school. For the first time in my life, I could make a choice, free to do what I wanted. But more than ever, I was troubled by my dreams. This time of a stern face with tender eyes, a rough yet gentle man who haunted my days and nights. His voice became more insistent. I heard it everywhere. Edward Rochester needed me, and no matter what the consequences, I must return to Thornfield Hall.
May I help you?
Do you know Thornfield Hall?
Oh, yes, I lived there.
Did you?
Oh, I was the late Mr. Rochester's butler.
The late? Is he dead?
Oh, I mean the present gentleman's, Mr. Edward's father.
Is Mr. Edward Rochester staying now at Thornfield Hall?
Oh, no, Mum. How could he be? The place is a total ruin.
Well, where is he then? I must see him.
Well, you're a stranger here. You don't know what's happened.
Tell me, please.
Well, you see, when old Mr. Rochester died, I was sent to work at Ferndale. And I was only called back to the hall after some curious events had taken place.
Go on.
Well, there was this little snip of a governess who started the whole thing.
What are you talking about?
Well, she deserted Mr. Rochester, you see, when he needed her most. Poor, lonely man that he was. When Mr. Rochester's ward was sent off to school and Mrs. Fairfax went to live with her sister, I was called back to look after Mr. Rochester.
Please, man, where is Mr. Rochester?
I like to tell things the way they should be told, straight through from beginning to end. Except for those two on the third floor there. Well, there was just me and Mr. Rochester in that big house, and it was the middle of the night.
I won't need anything more, John. Why don't you go to bed?
I should think you do the same, sir. But if you're going to stay here, let me build up the fire.
No. I'd rather stare into the coals. I'll go to bed when I feel that sleep will come.
Oh, I could fix you a hot drink.
No, nothing, thank you.
Oh, good night then, sir.
What's the matter with you? Are you catching cold?
No. It's Mr. Rochester. There's smoke pouring down from the upper story.
Well, close the door. We'll break the window and take the outside stairway to the second floor.
left wing of the house is on fire.
Where is Grace Poole?
Fast asleep, I imagine. Sometimes she takes a drop too much.
That's what I'm afraid of. And when Bertha gets loose, anything can happen.
Look, sir. Up there on the roof. Mrs. Rochester.
Good Lord. Bertha! Bertha!
Oh, she'll be consumed by the flames.
Let's get to her.
Oh, you can't, sir. Pitiful as it is, there's nothing you can do.
I must try. Bertha!
Sir, let her go!
Bertha!
She's jumped. Mr. Rochester, look out, sir!
He tried to reach her.
Oh, he tried, but it was no use.
She was dead.
As dead as the stones on the courtyard where a broken body lay. But it was Mr. Rochester I worried about.
He was injured?
Caught under a falling beam.
Oh, you assured me he is alive.
Oh, yes. He is alive. But many think he had best be dead.
But where is he? Is Mr. Rochester in England?
Aye, he's in England. He's not able to go much of anywhere now.
He was hurt that badly in the fire.
Oh, Mr. Rochester is completely blind.
I will pay you well to take me to this place where Mr. Rochester is staying.
Friendine, oh, I don't mind driving there. My sister works for Mr. Rochester, but, I doubt that he'll let anyone in the house.
You must persuade your sister to let me see him. Ask your sister to give me the tray. I will take it to Mr. Rochester.
Oh, I hope we're not doing wrong by letting you into his house. Well, if he orders you out, I'll drive you back to the inn.
Pilot, be quiet. What makes you so excited? Mary, is that you?
Mary is in the kitchen.
Who is that?
Pilot knows me.
But don't take advantage of these sightless eyes. That voice... No, it can't be. Speak again.
You called me, and I have found you.
Give me your hand. Oh, there's no mistake. Jane Eyre.
It is, sir.
Am I hideous, Jane?
Yes, Mr. Rochester. But then you always were, you know.
That's my spirited girl. Great heaven, Jane, how I've missed you. I gave up searching. Where have you been?
It's a long story, sir.
So you have found your independence. Would that I had found mine.
It is not what I expected.
Your own school, or off to India with your missionary. Which will you do?
Why, neither, sir. If you will let me stay and nurse you.
Oh, Jane, a nurse could never bind my wounds. What I need, I can no longer ask of my one true love.
Try me.
Not only these sightless eyes, but also this stump of a hand. The fire was her revenge, Jane.
No more talking about the past.
In spite of my infirmities, I don't need a nurse. I want a wife.
Ask me one more time, Mr. Rochester.
Edward, Jane, Edward. Our roles have changed, and you are now my master.
We are two sides of the same coin, Mr. Rochester, and no one can split it in two.
Perhaps it seems unreasonable that everything worked out so well for such a pair. But that's the way Miss Bronte wrote the story. Along with a number of coincidences we have not had the time to report. At the very end, Charlotte Bronte tells us that Rochester regained the sight of one eye, and that he and Jane lived happily ever after. I'll be back shortly. The Gothic novel was very popular in the 19th century. and it's back in style today. Women writers are still leading the field, just as they did in the Bronte's day. There seems to be renewed interest in ghostly mansions, orphan girls, and bold men, both dashing heroes and those with evil intent. I hope you agree that such fare makes good listening. Our cast included Patricia Elliott, Arnold Moss, Lloyd Batista, and Ann Petoniak. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
News. With reservations from some Republicans, initial reaction to the Carter budget seems to be favorable. This is Doug Poling reporting on the CBS radio network. The president proposes spending $19.4 billion more in fiscal 1978 than President Ford proposed. Most of the additional money would go for social welfare, energy, and economic programs. Mr. Carter would make some small reductions in defense spending. Among congressional reaction, Chairman Edmund Muskie of the Senate Budget Committee describes the Carter budget as a shot in the arm for the economy. House Speaker Thomas O'Neill predicts Congress spending will be in the ballpark of what the president wants. Senate Republican leader Howard Baker says he's willing to give the president some flexibility. Other Republicans, like John Tower of Texas, don't like the defense cuts. Tower says it's cutting into the muscle of the military. More news in a moment. Researchers for the American Cancer Society say a chemical used in plastic food wraps has been linked to cancer in mice. A report from Sam Ford in New York.
Vinyl chloride's harmful effects were discovered at the University of Bologna, Italy, where male mice came down with cancer of the kidney after inhaling the substance, yet it had no effect on female mice or other test animals. Vinyl chloride is contained in a number of packaging products, including some plastic food wraps, but Dr. E.C. Hammond of the Cancer Society doesn't think there's reason for alarm.
It seems very unlikely right now that such things as the wraps made out of saran, or with saran in them, could contain, if any polymer. It seems very unlikely that they could contain enough to harm the general public.
Nevertheless, the Food and Drug Administration has begun conducting tests on the substance, and Dr. Hammond says the agency should issue a ban on the product if it proves dangerous. Sam Ford, CBS News, New York.
Republican Arlen Stainland has scored a surprising upset victory over Democrat Mike Sullivan in a special congressional election in Minnesota's 7th District. The election was held to fill the seat of Bob Bergland, who resigned to become Secretary of Agriculture. Stainland campaigned against a host of big-name Democrats, including Vice President Walter Mondale. Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau, on an official visit to the United States, addressed the U.S. Congress on Tuesday. Trudeau talked about a burning issue in his country, independence for Quebec, and he left no doubt about how he feels.
The sudden departure of Quebec would signify the tragic failure of our pluralist dream, the fracturing of our cultural mosaic, and would likely remove much of the determination of Canadians to protect their cultural minorities.
Trudeau also told the lawmakers he believes the alliance between the United States and Canada is unshakably strong. The U.S. Coast Guard says a Japanese cargo ship with 27 men aboard has radioed it is sinking in heavy seas about 200 miles southwest of the Aleutian Islands. The vessel is en route to Japan from Washington State carrying a cargo of logs. The first major dust storm of the season hit West Texas on Tuesday, causing some damage in Lubbock and Amarillo. A 220-foot radio station transmitting tower blew down in Spearman. In Sydney, Australia, the Archbishop of Canterbury says that pressure must be maintained throughout the world until the regime of Ugandan President Idi Amin is broken. The Reverend Donald Coggan expressed fears for the safety of all Christians in Uganda, and in his words, anybody who stands for truth and justice. In Tanzania, refugees who have recently fled Uganda say Amin has launched a purge and intends to liquidate all Christian members of the army and the police. The refugees say Amin wants to replace the Christians with Muslim and Sudanese troops loyal to him. This is Doug Poling, CBS News.